Ahoy, folks. Gigi here from Shift Happens. This is the eve of Christmas. Not Christmas Eve, but the actual eve of Christmas. And just to have some fun tonight, decided to join our good, terrible friends over here at Internet Somalia. And we're just going to wing it and see what happens tonight. So with that said, what is going on, all of you crazy bastards? That sounds about right. Sounds about right.
Okay. It's the Wolfman and my bouncy castle people.
Right. So we got
And
Wolfman and we got Gigi and two other people.
And we've got, so Dennis is here, we've got Liana.
And 300 other people.
Daryl is kind of here, although she's not really.
When is she ever really here?
Yeah, that's a fair question. That is a fair question. But, all right, yeah, let me go ahead and get the links up here. But we are live, so.
Hey, for live.
Did
Everybody enjoy their Christmas today? Apparently.
No.
Honestly, I had a pretty lame Christmas, but, you know, it could be worse. It could be worse.
You get no turkey?
Oh, you'll see. We'll show you worse.
I don't understand. You don't got. You
want to see worse? I'm sorry.
You don't got a shelter you can go to and get like a turkey dinner or something?
No, I had some microwavable Velveeta shells and cheese.
All right,
Fuck, I went dumpster diving and found better shit than that.
What are you crying about?
You probably would.
Oh?
It's Wendy Weiner. Oh, Wendell Weiner.
My lord.
Poor Wendell. He was a whiner.
Yeah.
He was a rhino whiner.
Wino whiner?
He fucked rhinos.
A rhino whiner?
No,
Wendell the
he
whiner.
fucked rhinos, but he was a whining wino.
Oh,
He was a whiner, and he was a wino, and he rode upon a rhino.
Oh, he didn't
A
poach it.
white rhino.
A white
He
rhino?
fucked it.
Yeah.
He had sex with it. It was his
Yeah,
partner.
it's a good thing he didn't get, the white elephant. White buffalo? Oh, man.
All right, I'm still
And
getting the
Elgin
links
had a
right
rhino
here.
went into a bar. Oh, excuse me. Or is that
No, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I don't do jokes.
You
I
heard
only
of a
remember, I
rhino that
usually
went
remember
to
the
a bar?
punchline and not the joke, and then, or the joke and not the punchline. Except for what? Except for two
All right,
jokes.
Oh,
okay,
I thought you said you didn't do
tell the joke and
jokes.
We'll fill in the punchline.
I don't know the punchline.
We'll tell the joke and we'll fill in the
I
punchline.
don't know the joke either. I just know that part.
Oh, all right, well, that doesn't help too much.
No.
Okay, well, what do you know? What do you know? Tell us something you know.
Is it who do I know or what do I know? Or when
What do you know? When? Who?
When do you
But
know?
where?
How often do you know, and when is it?
More than I don't. I don't know more than I know.
Well, that's
Maybe I
easy
don't
for
know
you to
anything.
say.
How does that? How do you know that you don't know? No, how do you
I'm
don't
not
know more than
responsible
you
for
know?
above my pay grade.
When do you know that you didn't know that you knew that you didn't know in the first place?
Right, exactly.
First, what comes second, I
No,
don't
you
know.
didn't
See?
know what you knew. Now, no.
See,
No.
me and Wolfman and
Now.
Dennis are on the same page here.
In 1492,
yeah.
Columbus sailed the ocean blue. He crashed on a rock and broke his cock and peed all over the crew. How's that?
So you know
Well, I
that.
dance
That was funny. That was really funny. I laughed my ass off.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go start.
Ow!
Start looking for a Wolfman. You started to run away from your fucking.
Then there's this one. King Kong went to Hong Kong to play ping pong in his ding dong. it was something that my brother used to tell me things like used to tell me weird poetry like that. My older
I
brother.
love limericks. I love throwing the limericks around.
Of course, you made it a note to remember all this.
I used to like the limericks that used to be in Penthouse. They don't have them anymore. Suck.
They call it body limericks. Oh yeah, and that's one of the best Christmas gifts
I
got
know.
for someone was my dad.
My daughter was a teenager. All her friends, they would all because for some reason I got this Penthouse coming to my house, and it would just say occupant, and nobody ever ordered it or anything. So it just I never paid for it or anything. So you know, I sold some of them. You know, like big stack there, you either take them.
Yeah.
But the limericks, the kids would want me to read the limericks to them.
I took
So it was
Playboy
like a
to
monthly
school.
thing, you know.
I took Playboy to show and tell when I was in kindergarten. Yes. Yes, I did. Okay, true up.
Well, it started when I lived in L.A. and like when I was like 17 or 18. Lived in L.A. Well, I left home and I was living in L.A. and I was living in this apartment complex. That all of a sudden I started getting like 3 or 4 different magazines, like High Society, a couple other trippy ones, and I would get it, but it was nobody's name on it, just the address. And then I started getting film clips. I started getting these 8mm, like beginnings of porn films, and they were all on.
What the hell?
I had to watch it just to see what they're.
I like where this is going.
You know what? My dad, I used to.
LA,
Oh fuck!
25 years I got. They followed me wherever I moved. I swear to God.
How many porns on 8mm have you watched when you had to get up? Reels out.
I had about like every 2 or 3 months I'd get this like promo thing, you know, and it would be this little package, and it'd be
That's all
like
old school shit.
you know, and I didn't have
Yeah,
I had to go borrow it from somebody, you know.
You sound like you're. I hate to say it, Leona, but I don't know if you're talking into the microphone or not. You sound like in and out, kind of garbled sound a little bit. I don't know if it's because you're not talking straight into the phone or something. Or...
I don't know. No, I'm not on the phone. I'm just sitting here.
You're on your earbud.
Well, she just probably doesn't have like a proper microphone.
What?
You know, she's probably just talking on her phone.
She has an iPad, so I'm not sure if you're using just the iPad with no headphone set. You sort of have to face the thing while you're talking to it.
No, I've got an earbud in my ear.
I know.
Okay.
Well, it's okay. You're just your volume's a little low, but other than that, it's pretty good.
I just turned it up. Is that better?
Well, you probably just
maybe if you can turn your microphone up, that'd be great.
Let's see if I can do that here. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't. If you don't have an external, I don't know if you can do that without an external mic. You might be able to. I don't know.
Is that any better?
You go to voice settings and all that shit.
I think you just turned your volume, your you know.
I turned my volume
your
up.
input volume up. I don't think you turned your output volume up.
Hold on.
Anyway, but Darren's here now.
I can do that. I think I can do that. You know that?
By the way, let's go ahead and while she's figuring that out, let's introduce ourselves. First of all, we got Wolfman. What's going on, Wolfman?
Not too much, man. How you doing? I'm just trying to gnaw on some bones here.
Sounds terrible. And next on the reversed alphabetical list is Liana. How's it going? How's your Christmas? Sounds good. And next on the list is Dennis. What's going on, buddy?
Not too much, man. I'm having a real great Christmas all by myself all day. And I'm not allowed to swear, so I'm really not having a great Christmas. But other than that, enjoying the company.
Well, you can swear all you want on here, sir. That's why we do a B-side show. And then we also have Darren. What's going on, Darren?
Hello.
All right, so we have the Bachelor/Bachelorette Christmas special going on right now. And
you forgot me. My name is Garth.
Darth?
Garth. My name is Garth. I'm new here.
All right. Well, I already don't like your name, so you're off to a bad start.
Too fucking bad, asshole. I'm sick of being teased and bullied around with people like you, big boy.
Alrighty then.
All right. So let's play Who Ate the Shittiest Food for Christmas? What'd you have today, Wolfman?
I had leftover stuff. Mike threw some pork rinds out in the backyard, and I was running around with the dogs, and yeah, it was really good.
And what did Igor have for his holiday meal?
Igor, yes, I had brains and from dead patients, and I put worms and popped out eyeball soup.
All right, well, Igor comes into a close tie with what I had, but before I get to what I had, Liana, what did you have for your Christmas meal?
Well, I actually had a really good meal. I had steak, I had mashed potatoes, corn, I had...
oh my god, that sounds so good.
Yeah, rolls and stuff, and gravies, and...
All right, well, you're automatically disqualified for having the worst meal.
I know that.
Dennis, what did you have?
Oh man, my big deal is tomorrow. I had beer, and actually I kept it up. Yeah, it was cold, so I had cold.
Well, that's not too bad. What about you, Darren?
I had sausage and cinnamon rolls and mandarin oranges for breakfast.
Well,
And
that's yeah, that was
pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I had two separate individual microwavable Velveeta shells and cheese cups, which it sounds shitty,
bastard.
but they were actually it was better than I thought it would be. So
That's fucking gold.
yeah, but I think Igor definitely won the contest for worst meal. He was talking about like eyeballs and.
Well, yeah, but that's Igor, man. That's good for Igor.
Whether a meal's bad or not is...
Well, you didn't even ask me, everybody ignores me. My name is Garth, and if you really want to know what I had today, it was my boyfriend's cock with a lot of cum.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, just as long as you cleaned up afterwards, man, that's okay.
Well, he didn't need to clean up because, he ate it.
The last drop, man. It's the last drop, buddy. Yeah.
By the way, this show is for mature audiences only. I don't know if you caught that or not at this point.
You always choke me.
Yeah, that's why you gotta wash it down, man. You gotta chase it back.
Hey,
Like glue that shit, let it sit out in the air too much.
At least you're not making fun of me like the other guy was.
all right, I've got another fun question. Since we're coming up at the end of the year here, the end of 2018, what is this? What is this?
Does that mean your stupid show's over now?
No, we're just getting started, Mr. Sir.
Garth.
What is the stupidest thing you've seen all year? Let's start with Wolfman.
Okay, Wolfman.
Yeah. Stupidest fucking thing. The stupid thing I seen. That would have to be. Dang, there's too many stupid. Everything's fucking stupid, man.
How about we got it? We'll come back to you.
All right, we'll come back to Wolfman. Next up on the
Everything's
list.
fucking stupid.
No,
Next up on the list is Liana. What's the stupidest thing you've seen all year?
Spreaker. Everyone on Spreaker.
That's a good answer, but that's a good answer.
That has fairly been stupid
Wait,
or lame or just lacking in...
you're
reality.
gonna have to repeat your answer, Liana. What was that?
I said I'm going to go along with the same thing. Like there's just many to choose from. It's like they see it coming, the menu is just way too large for me to pick. There's some that are maybe a little bit more than others, but to pick one out of them, that'd be kind of difficult. There's just too many.
Well, you have to pick one. That's the whole point of this game.
Yeah, I got one.
No,
Go ahead.
All right.
You got one. Go ahead, Dennis.
All right,
Be
we'll
my
skip
guest.
Liana and we will go ahead to Dennis. What's the stupidest thing you've seen all year, Dennis?
Oh, fuck. You know what? I'll go with this way. The most stupid thing that I always see, but it's become more prevalent this year than more is how people, humans, treat each other and how they create drama where it's not created. And that's
why I said there's
stupid.
too many to choose from.
That is stupid. I agree.
All right? Stupid. Waste of fucking life. Waste of time. All right?
All right. Well, that's a pretty solid. That's a pretty solid
You know
answer.
what? I know how to fuck you up. All right?
I'm sure you do. Now let's move on to Darren. Darren, what's the stupidest thing you've seen all year?
Donald Trump.
Wow, that's actually a pretty good answer too. Well, I'll go ahead and say my answer is I just saw just yesterday. I went to my friend's house for Christmas Eve, and there was actually. So I pulled up to a stop sign, but they had a speed bump right at the stop sign. Now, it might take you a couple of seconds for that to sink in, but think about how stupid that is. You're already stopping. Why do you need a speed bump at the stop sign? That just blew my mind. Oh, we've got another robot in here. Who was that?
Yep. I do not know.
All right, so let's
3 guesses and the first 2 don't count.
all right, so let's go back to Liana. Have you figured out the stupidest thing you've seen all year?
Well, I'm here, but I can say one of the stupidest things that sticks out in my mind I saw. Okay, whoever it is.
What the fuck
That's
is that
definitely
shit?
coming from
Who's
Wolfman.
farting?
That's Wolfman
Stop
farting.
farting.
Yeah, stop farting, sir.
Oh, fuck.
What?
It's some kind of fucking stupid, weird feedback. So I don't want to.
Yeah, no, that's coming from Wolfman. I think
I
Wolfman
don't know, man.
Wolfman has now turned into a robot. The tables have turned, haven't they?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Now he's fucking things up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to.
Fucking it up. Mute him. Just fucking mute the dude.
Yeah, I can mute him, but then I'm not gonna. Okay, so Wolfman, just message us when you've when you've figured your shit out. All right. So he's muted on my show, at least.
There you go. That's better. Oh, it's still there. There.
So
Like-
Queen is asking who's jacking off into the microphone. That would be Wolfman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty quickly there, too.
And Eric's also in the chat. What's happening, buddy? Yeah, I just
that's
couldn't.
better.
I just couldn't get over that. You know, like you pull up to a stop sign, you already have to stop. Why would you put a speed bump?
Because
at the
people
fucking
don't
stop
stop
sign.
at stop signs all the time, man. Sometimes you just drive right through it, and if you hit a speed bump, then you're going to be knocking your freaking damn forehead on your windshield.
Yeah, but that's
Check
like
that,
that's
man.
like putting a speed bump at the. You know, that's like putting a speed bump
Like
at a
stop
traffic
and
light.
Glide over it.
Actually,
get
that would
it?
be kind of dangerous, actually.
It could be.
Right.
All right, let's see it. Okay, yeah, Wolfman, he's getting his shit together here. But, so, all right, let's move on to the next subject. What is the... Well, did any of you guys get anything for Christmas? Because I know I didn't.
I didn't.
Well, this is the first year I've gotten something in a long time. But yes, I did.
Really? What'd you get? Was it
I got a robe, and then I got like a pair of sweatpants and a sweatshirt that goes with it, and then some bath stuff for my daughter. All that for my daughter and my granddaughter.
So no dildos, no
No, I already have those.
no Sibian, nothing.
What? Hello?
I think what he meant to say was he got a copy of Pirates of the Caribbean on DVD.
Caribbean,
Yeah.
but he was
What?
I got a robe remover.
he was hiccuping. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, you know what? Northern Cal isn't too far away from Seattle.
Not if you take. I told you, go to Seattle and change flights, Dennis. Of course, it's far away.
All right, so
You take
Queen
the
Bee
flight.
is coming in strong in the chat room. She is requesting a $300 vibrator from anybody who wants to, purchase that for her. So
Okay, well, I know one. Harrods. Harrods makes a real nice one. It's real expensive. It's more than 300.
well, I've got a toothbrush that vibrates. I
I
don't know.
Use a drill.
It's certainly not
to
worth
get her
$300.
appendage out of it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got a DeWalt. I got a nice DeWalt. Oh, man. I can custom make a dildo for like $50.
Oh, I don't doubt
Yeah.
it. That seems like something you would be able to do.
I'll be industrial shit. No, I know how to do this stuff, man.
Queen's going to send the link too, apparently.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so that you-
if anybody
I'll
feels
make
like
her
buying her
dildo.
a vibrator, we'll share the link
No
here in
problem.
just a second. All right, I think Dennis got you, Queen. He's got you. Don't worry, we're going to get
I
you.
got you. Wow.
All right.
It's covered.
Oh wait, she says it has heat vibration and can be used in the well. Can't all vibrate? I don't know.
I can have it operate.
I'm not
underwater
exactly a
if
vibrator
you wish.
enthusiast, but can't all vibrators work
Under
in a
minus
bathtub?
40 degrees Celsius, if need be, and up to 120 degrees Fahrenheit.
All right, Queen's just asking for it now.
With an AI, that can think. The dildo that has it.
Oh, you
Wouldn't that
want
be
a
great?
vibrator that's got EI on it, like artificial.
It learns as it goes along. Yeah.
Oh, it has 14 karat gold on the vibrator. I guess that's why it's so
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
That seems pretty unnecessary. I don't know.
I
Is it
use
holographic with the
stainless.
same shape? You know,
Yeah, true. Yeah, brass is good.
like a holodeck.
Yeah, but you got to clean it all the time, right? And seal it and stuff like that. That's why I like stainless steel. I like the cock ring,
It's a
like
little cold,
like
though.
the cock
It's a
ring,
little cold.
and that's when you put the rhinestones. No man. Stones near.
All right, so Queen, I don't know if you guys are looking at the chat room, but
Oh, I'm not.
apparently
No.
Queen's boyfriend is cool as fuck, based off of her last comment. So that's always good. Wow, yeah, we lost Wolfman and Darren.
Where
Yeah.
did it go?
Well, Wolfman got the robot syndrome that I had earlier, and he just kind of disappeared. Darren just, I don't know, he probably saw like a moth and got distracted and just kind of ran off.
All right, I gotta ask you a question then, Gigi.
What's that?
What is the best thing you got for your best girl?
You mean like of all time, or just
Any girl at any time? What's the best thing that you felt that you got a woman?
probably paying for her living for a year?
Okay. And how long ago was that?
That was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Ongoing.
Which, by the way, I'm actually still in debt because of that. Thanks,
Oh.
Maribel.
And still paying interest on that shit, eh?
Not to mention the interest, yeah. But almost kind of maybe worth it. Maybe.
I know. What did you get to like layer all the time? Booty call, whatever, calls, notice, whatever, like that. Like what were you thinking?
Well, we were both kind of
a whole year.
well, let's put it this way. We both didn't have anywhere to live, and I discovered credit cards. I was like, oh, I can have a bunch of money right now. And so we just kind of traveled around and lived in hotels, and
Bart,
she had a few gigs. Oh wait, here's Wolfman. What's going on, Wolfman? Are you still a robot, or are you?
motorboating? He's motorboating somebody.
Probably himself, if I had to imagine, if I had to guess. We cannot hear you, Wolfman. Well, we can hear the motorboat, but we can't hear any words.
I'm gonna keep motorboating, Mike. I'm joking.
This is a great show.
Fuck. Come up for air.
Oh,
I was what that sounds like.
Queen, definitely send a link to the demo of this 4-karat gold $300. Well, I guess you said. Well, I guess it's 18-karat gold $300 vibrator. If there's a demo video, definitely posted it in the definitely posted in the chat.
That's cheap shit, man. Rhinestones and diamonds, like the ribs, you know.
That would hurt,
man. That's the way you roll. Easy cleanup. Oh, easy cleanup. All you do is, just dip in a little bit of acetone, alcohol, rinse it off, man. Good to go.
You better get up and walk and put stuff away too. And buy me dinner. And be a manservant on top of that. Yeah, okay.
Wait, you're going to be a manservant? I thought you had to be a man to be a manservant.
A manservant? My personal
servant to a man.
My own personal cabana boy. Yeah, that's it.
But, speaking of holiday gifts, so the other night we were doing Debbie Daly's show. I was on there, and I was kind of joking around, like, can somebody please order me a pizza? She ordered me like a $30 pizza. I'm not even shitting you. She actually ordered me a pizza, and it was like really expensive. Shit. And so thank you, Debbie. I really do appreciate that. In fact, I still have 2 slices left that I'm eating for dinner tonight. So thank you very much, Debbie Daly.
Did you make sure that it wasn't spit in?
No, but even if it was, I don't care because I couldn't afford that pizza anyway.
How's that?
But yeah, no, Debbie's a shit. So that's pretty much the only Christmas present I got. I think was that $30 pizza.
At least you got that, man. I got nothing.
It's better than somebody, like
nothing. Like nothing. Like what I got. I got nothing.
All right, well, there's a lot of shenanigans going on in the chat room. If you guys want to check that out, I posted the link to the, the speaker link in the chat room because Queen is having a good time over here.
All right, why don't you commentate? Why don't you commentate what's going on in the chat?
Because you guys could just look at it for yourselves.
God. All right.
The link is it's right there in the it's right there.
Find your show.
No, it's on the general chat in the same Discord that we're in right now. It's the second to last post. Yeah, it's
really
the last GG post, which is 2 posts ago. Just click that and then
Somalia?
Yeah, just click that and then bing bam boom, you're in there. And
I'm in main discussion. I see nothing.
But hey, so anybody, whether it's in the chat room or anybody that's on the show right now, is anybody going to be in LA tomorrow for the the event tomorrow night?
What event?
Well, Jimmy Church is host. He rented out the California, or what's it called, the Rainbow Bar and Grill off of Sunset.
Yeah, Leanna, what do you know about this Jimmy Church dude?
I do not know anything about him. I'm up in Northern California. I'm way far away. I'm 8 hours away from him.
Jimmy Church is supposed to be some kind of like dude or something. I don't
know. He's a friend of mine. He hosts Coast to Coast AM on the weekends. He has his own show called Fade to Black, which he does 4 nights a week. He has his own show on the History Channel that just came out. Although
I know faces, I don't know names. Like,
you would have you been to any sort of conference like Contact in the Desert or Conscious Life Expo?
Well, I've been at Conscious Life Expo. I did a radio show in Conscious Life a few years back. Quite a few years back.
Well, yeah, I mean, chances are.
Like I know.
Yeah, I mean, chances are he MCs a lot of those events. He does a live broadcast from there every year. not just the Conscious Life Expo, but also Contact in the Desert. Even if you don't know who I'm talking about, you probably have heard him.
What was the guy that used to be on the radio? I don't know if he's still on there, but he was a big, heavy set guy, and he was like a co-host.
Are you talking about John B. Wells?
No, that's not his name. Really heavy set guy. I met him there, and then
Clyde. Not Dave Scott.
Clyde Lewis.
Not Dave Scott. Not Mike Barra.
Clyde Lewis.
Oh, that's not the name. I'm trying to think. He gave me his card. I can't think of what his name. I can't find the card. I don't know where the card is now. But
what genre? Like, what does he do? What does he focus on? Like,
that's when I was doing Illuminations of Light, Dennis, and we did it from the Conscious Life Expo down in L.A.
Okay, all right.
Kim
so
and I
it's more of a metaphysical dude.
Well, anyway, well, my point is tomorrow night, if you guys are going to be around Los Angeles, it's an open invite at the Rainbow Bar and Grill off of Sunset. It's like pretty close to the Whiskey Go-Go right there. And
Whiskey Go-Go, that's a strip club?
Pretty much anybody and everybody's going to be there. You know, everybody from, I think Wilcox's going to be there. Mike Barra's going to be there.
Yeah, I've interviewed him. He's all right.
Yeah, I've met all those guys. In fact, I think.
David Wilcox is a little bit fragile. He's a fragile spirit.
Well, I was going to say, like a lot of, all the people that do these conferences, they're all going to be there tomorrow. Well, a lot of them. Yeah, that's cool. But what I was going to, but my point is after, towards, about 11 or 12 o'clock tomorrow night, I'm going to bounce over to the Comedy Store, which is right down the street. And I was going to say, if you guys that is the number one stand-up comedy spot in the world. And
I know.
So that's what I'm going to be doing. If any of you guys are going to be out there, let me know because, let's fucking hit that place up.
I live in Northern California, up above San Francisco, just in Sonoma County. So I don't think I'll be heading to L.A.
Well, it's not too late. It's not, well, actually, it probably is. The hotel prices are ridiculous now.
Yeah.
But there you go. Oh, Queen's going to Mexico.
In Hawaii about 6 months ago. I'm still recovering from that. I was gone. I was there a month. So.
Yeah.
I had to save a couple of years for that one.
All right, so let's.
I don't know. Mike is still on the line. If you got him on the line, but this motorboarding is driving me crazy.
Who? Oh yeah. Oh, Holy shit! I forgot. I had Wolfman Mike muted. Hold on. Let me see if he's figured his shit out.
It's just driving me fucking nuts.
Does he sound like a robot still?
No, he's not even saying a word.
Just put.
Oh yeah, he's got the robot thing going on.
Yeah.
Let me tell him in the chat room.
Whatever. Turn it off yourself. I have no time for this. I ain't got no time for this.
Well,
that's better.
Actually, I do have time for this. That's why I'm here.
Why?
Neil, what time does it? Wait, Neil, I thought you were. I heard that you were going tomorrow, Neil. Sorry, this is somebody in the chat room I'm talking to here. But Neil,
when are you going to Mars? Ask him when he's going to Mars, Neil.
No, I think you're talking about the wrong Neil. This is a different.
Yeah, I
Neil.
know who I'm talking to.
Wait, are you talking about Neil? Wow, I can't even pronounce his last name. Robichaud, right?
Yeah. Robichaud.
I heard he was going. Eric told me he was going. Neil, are you going tomorrow? What time does it start? I don't know. It's, I would imagine, just get there by 5 or 6 or 7, and we're going to be there all night long until they close at like 2. Although I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to dip around 12, and I'm going to go to the Comedy Store for a couple hours, and a few of us are going to do that. And so there you go. Once again, Neil, I don't know what time it officially starts, but it's, how about this? As soon as the sun goes down, that's when it starts. How about that? That's probably the best answer I can give. Queen just said hello to marijuana. I don't know. Neil's already in Hollywood. All right, well, you're right in place, man. Yeah, just hang out at the.
Hey, what's the worst gift that you got for Christmas?
Well,
whatever year, pick a year, whatever. It doesn't matter what year. It's a worst gift.
All right, well, let's start off with Liana. What's the worst gift you got?
My mother not recognizing me.
Fuck.
That's a pretty terrible gift. Yeah. Okay. That might win the cake right there.
Oh yeah, man, that's brutal. That's not even a gift.
I'm next on the list, and the worst gift I got was I didn't get a gift, so I don't know if that counts or not. Liana definitely beats me. That's for sure. The only other chance we have is Dennis. Do you have a worse gift than what Liana got?
I have to go with you, GG. The worst gift I got was nothing. But when I realized after the fact that I did, it's probably because of a reason, right? So I didn't give a fuck after that, right? So you know what? The worst. It wasn't even a piece of fucking charcoal in my stocking because I used to get that too.
You didn't even get a rock. You didn't even get a rock.
Oh no!
What's going on, Dennis and
Gigi? Great. I thought rocks were great.
Gigi, Mr. Midnight Movie, and I are also recording live. I think you're doing a show now live.
Yeah, but I'd be more than happy to join you guys if you want.
Well, we were thinking the same. Maybe we could just join you guys since you guys were here.
Well, yeah, because I'm broadcasting live on my other channel. If you guys just hop into the Discord, then you're automatically going to be on here. So
that's where we are, dude.
Yes. Well, obviously you're here, right?
Mr. Midnight Movie is very angry. He wants to meet Gigi Robot, but he's got other things going on in his head.
Is she hot, by the way?
Mr. Midnight Movie is a man, in case you didn't catch that.
Yeah, but what about Gigi Rabbit? Gigi Robot?
No, Gigi Robot, I fixed that. It's just Gigi now.
That's not a woman?
It could be, Gigi Robot is whatever you want it to be, but
Gigi Robot's a woman.
But hey, while I've got you here...
Gigi Robot have, artificial intelligence? Because I'll take her.
Well, hey, real quick, before you maybe leave or stay, Jupro, are you gonna come out tomorrow? In LA at the Rainbow Bar
I'm working on it. I have a lot of people here staying with me out of town this week. So if I can pull that off, I'm going to do it. I'll know later tomorrow. I'll know tomorrow for sure.
All right. Well, cool. Because I've got a hotel pretty close by. Well, I wouldn't call it a hotel. It's more like a shit shack. I basically just rented a bed in a sketchy ass little room.
Hotel, eh?
But, about 11 or 12, I'm going to break off. Like I told you last time, I'm going to go to the Comedy Store, and they've got a pretty sick lineup. So if you want to see the best stand-up comedy you've ever seen, you probably want to roll with me over at the Comedy Store.
Well, the best comedy in the world, unfortunately, rarely hits the Comedy Store on a Wednesday night. But... Mr. Midnight Movie and I are thinking about it. If I can get Mr. Midnight Movie to get out of bed and join me tomorrow night, we'll try to make it.
Yeah. Well, actually, you are correct. Wednesday nights are usually not the best nights, but this is a rare exception because it's the night after Christmas, and they got a pretty solid lineup. So, and they have,
nice.
Like they say, surprise guests. Just to put it in perspective, the last time I went there and there was a surprise guest, the surprise guests were Ron White and Joey Diaz, which, kind of hard. Well, I mean, Ron White's okay, but Joey Diaz is the shit. And I'm telling you, it's going to go down tomorrow night. So,
Mr. Midnight Movie has a very funny favorite comedian also by the last name of White.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other comedian with the last name of White. Who is that?
What's that dude's name that you like?
Jared Taylor.
Yeah, Jared Taylor. He's a riot. He's a laugh riot.
It's a David Duke.
And also, I'm pretty sure Pauly Shore is going to do a set tomorrow. Although he's not like the funniest comedian ever, it's more of a novelty kind of thing that he because he
sucks. He's a fucking goof.
What's up, buddy?
Well, you know, because Mitzi Shore, you know, his mom ran the Comedy Store for decades, but she just
own it or something like that.
Yeah, but she just died earlier this year, so now Pauly's running it, and it's kind of rare that he goes on stage. But I can't say for sure, but I've heard that he is going to go on stage tomorrow. So
that would be kind of trippy to see.
And I think Andrew Dice Clay. And actually, you know, I don't want to. This is all hearsay, so I can't say for sure. But that's just what I've heard. That's just what I've heard. But yeah, dude, if you can make it out tomorrow, it's going to be not only Jimmy's thing. Yes, that's going to be awesome. But the Comedy Store is really the main. That's the main objective, right there. So
it's always good to laugh.
Oh shit! I have not been paying attention to the chat room. Yes, Debbie bought me a pizza. Oh well, that's about it. Yeah, Debbie did buy me a pizza the other night, and yeah.
I give her a medal. Did you give her a medal?
No, I gave her a virtual hug, and that was like 2 or 3 nights ago. I still have I've been living off of that pizza for the last like 3 or 4 days.
So what'd you do? What'd you give her for thanks?
You almost petrified by now.
I did. Well, honestly, I was joking. I didn't think she.
Debbie's never given me anything close to a pizza.
I didn't. Well, I was joking. I didn't think she would actually buy me a pizza, but she did.
For real, like
But Debbie is definitely my top 10 list of all time, just because she
framed that last pizza.
And it wasn't a cheap pizza either. It was a Pizza Hut stuffed crust with chicken, mushrooms, and extra spinach with the Alfredo sauce and garlic dipping sauce and marinara dipping. It was like a $30 order. And she,
that sounds good.
By the way, what do you think is going to happen? Any new changes for Spreaker 2019? Any new technical things or anything like that? Do you guys predict anything?
I can tell you right now, they're not going to change dick. We've been trying to tell them for like not just me, but Jimmy and Rita and Joe Roop, and we've been yelling at them for years to let us post pictures in the fucking chat room, and they keep saying they're going to do it. It's been like 3 years. They haven't even done that. So if they're not even going to do
you
that,
know what? Yeah, I'm sort of cut you guys off. I have something to do right now, but I thought Fox bought BTR, and I thought BTR was going to synchronize with Spreaker.
You know, I've heard about that.
I think on the books that's happened, but technologically speaking, not anything has really merged.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
People need to get their shit together.
Yeah, they need to get a move on that, because this is a stagnation zone. Nothing has happened in years.
Well, what I think is Spreaker itself is a very good. It's a solid platform.
It's an awesome platform.
You got to keep moving, man. You can't just say we're great and stop. They got to add new stuff. They got to change colors around. They got to add images to be posting in the chat rooms, like you say. They've got to promote. They've got to do something with that. They've got to do a better job than having that stupid.
Yes.
I don't know.
I agree 100%.
What is the index for the marquee there? What is the index? How do you move up? How do you advance? What are they doing to promote individual shows?
Well, the only reason I still use Spreaker is because I just use their program to broadcast, which the Fringe FM picks up our broadcast and they syndicate it to.
Now, what's that called? What's that program called?
It's Spreaker Studio. You know, like let me put it this way: if I wasn't, if I didn't have,
big echo. Big echo.
Wait, who?
I think it's Wolfman.
Yeah, it might. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on. One second.
Hey, Jake, guys, I'm going to go to bed. So,
okay, I'll have to call back. I'm going to probably start up my own show in a little bit. But,
well, if
Mr. Midnight Movie and I are done for tonight. Hold on, let me just...
Oh, I see. What?
he left.
Yeah, and I gotta stuff Christmas gifts underneath the Christmas tree for the morning. So I'll probably be back in like half an hour if anybody's around.
Wait, but Christmas was today.
Yeah, well, our family, you know, like because we're older, they all do their younger is today, and then everybody comes over tomorrow over and eats and opens gifts.
Yeah, actually, that's how we used to do it too. Yeah, I hear you. Well,
you know, that's
go ahead and get there while you can, sir.
Yeah, well, that's what I got to do because this is the last thing I got to do is put the presents on the tree, man. And I'm done until the morning, so I'll see you probably in a little bit.
All right, we'll see you later, Dennis.
Anyway. All right, man.
But yeah, so Wolfman, did you figure your shit out? Can you talk without sounding, can you hear us? I don't think so, but now we are joined by Center White. Center White, can you hear us? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go ahead and mute Wolfman again.
Okay.
Okay, I can hear you, Wolfman, but it sounds like you have a
No, there was I had to reboot everything again.
Well, I can hear you, but there's still some sort of motorboat sound in the background. Do you know why?
Really?
Yeah, do you know why that would be?
No.
Well, me neither. It's
That's
kind
fucked,
of
man.
It's kind of died down. I guess we can keep going.
That's fucking weird.
Wait, no, it just got louder. That's not acceptable.
I'm just fiddling with shit here. I figure it's got to be a bad connection.
Can you have you tried restarting your computer and turning off and on your mixer? Just to give you an example.
Oh, it's not.
It sounds like this. It sounds like in the background of your voice. Yeah.
I don't hear anything like that in here.
Well, that's what the tables
That's
have turned.
weird.
Wait. No, it's back. Yeah, see, that's what was happening to me earlier.
Oh, it's that same sound that you were getting when, yeah.
Yeah, see?
I think I know what you mean.
The tables have turned,
before.
sir. You know, what you might do is just go into the the Discord audio settings and just go to the bottom and hit reset, and that might fix it. So try that real quick. In the meantime, I'm going to mute you for a minute because we can't have that.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna go out and I'm getting off this fucking thing.
You know what would probably work is if you just Skyped it, or if you just connected through your phone instead of your computer.
I'm just gonna connect through my phone. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go out, disconnect, and then go back in just using my phone.
All right. Well, disconnect right now and then come back on your
Because
phone.
I don't know what it is. There's got to be something here, a wire. I'm thinking.
Honestly, I don't think...
It's probably time for me to... I don't really know.
No, I think it's Discord. There's something wrong with Discord. That's what the problem is. But...
Well, I'll tell you, I'm just... It sounds great on my end. You sound crystal clear.
I'm sure
I don't hear us sing, man.
Well, that was the same thing when... oh, boy. What was that sound? Okay. Yeah, no. So disconnect right now and then get on your phone and reconnect. And we'll take it from there.
Could be this fucking thing.
All right, disconnect, sir. There we go. All right, so anyway, I have not been... Queen says she saw a video about California pizza versus New York pizza, and of course New York won. Yeah, there's no surprise there. Although Dennis immediately said Chicago hands down. I've got to hand it to Dennis. You can't beat Chicago pizza, especially the Turbo Crust. Have you guys ever had Turbo Crust? You can't beat that shit. Let's see, Darren. Well, Darren's now in the chat room, but he's not in the actual show. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people have left. It's basically just me and Darren. Queen, that's the worst excuse I've ever heard. You wish you can call in, but your boyfriend has to work tomorrow. I don't see the correlation. Oh, and you got to take your aunt to work. Well, that makes more sense. All right. Yeah. Happy holidays, Queen. Thanks for tuning into this bullshit. And we'll see you hopefully this Friday for our last show of the year. I've got a pretty special show planned for that. And so, yeah, we'll see you then. What's her name left? Daryl is still hanging in there, but she's muted. She probably just forgot to... Wolfman's leaving too. Well, it's just you and me, Dennis. What are we going to do? Oh, wow. Dennis isn't here. All right. Well, I guess we're going to... I'll give it a couple of minutes. Oh, how dare you, Queen? I will take that as an insult, ma'am. Dennis, are you not still right here? All right, well, Queen, just call in. Come on. Yeah, I think Wolfman threw in the towel. Jupro and Mr. Midnight Movie went off to do their own thing, which I'm probably going to crash that as soon as this is done. Unless Daryl or Dennis has anything else they want to add. Well, I'm in bed too, but I'm still doing a show. That's no excuse, ma'am. All I hear is you have a lot of excuses. Yeah, no, I don't think Eric's here anymore. He might. No, I don't think he is. You know what would be really interesting, though, is if Neil called in. Neil, if you're still listening, here, I'll just put the call-in number into the speaker chat here, which is 928-485-4856. Bing, bam, boom. There you go. Oh, there he is, Jupro.
Good
Craig,
evening.
I just put the number in the chat room, Craig. Go ahead and call in if you want. Hey, what's up, Jupro?
Hey.
All right, so Queen wants us to talk about zodiac signs.
Oh, yes.
All right, well, I'm not... I wish Cortana was here. That's kind of her gig. I'm not too familiar with that. What about you, Jupro?
Well, I mean, I just have theories about watching the sun and the moon, the sky clock, and we just passed the solstice, so we're heading into longer days, and our moving away basically from the tough winter we just had. So always a good time of the year for me. I love that first quarter of the year, but it's all about the sun clock, and the sun clock's been obscured, and it's amazing that whenever I meet somebody who is very knowledgeable about astrological zodiac signs, I feel a lot of them are way off the base, but natural science is all based in these in the locations of our signs in the sky. Very important thing to know.
Yeah, and okay, so we just had a caller. Luckily Skype, they disabled the feature of being able to merge incoming calls. What a great idea, by the way, Skype. So whoever the caller is, don't worry, hang tight. I will call you back in just a second here.
Dennis, what are you doing, you drunkard?
Oh, he's back. Oh wait, no, I think he's actually not here. Well, I mean, he is here, but he's not talking. So, but hold on, let me call back the caller that just called in. In the meantime, keep on going, Jupro. You were on a roll.
Well, not much of a role, unfortunately, but yeah, I'm gonna indirectly answer more of that question because while I don't know a whole ton of the zodiac, I'm always open to learning more. I know about my own symbols and signs, but the main thing really is to get people to know that astrology was never a bunk science, or as it was always coined, a pseudoscience. But knowing that the star chart is super important, and knowing mainly it's used by people of the highest order, but it's very like farmers couldn't farm if they didn't know about where the sun and moon are in the sky and how that's relative to other constellations.
Yeah.
It tells them the seasons and what to plant in the ground and how to fertilize the ground and how to produce the necessary food for people. So very, very important. Not a lost science, but definitely an occulted science, and it's been unfortunately damaged badly by horrible astrology and newspaper astrology and kind of
yes. Yeah, and see, that's one thing. By the way, we do have a caller. I see you here. Wait just 1 second, caller, because I do have a pretty legit question for Jupro here, which is, so back when I was in college, probably the favorite few classes I took were my astronomy classes. And there was a whole week where he basically, the whole point of the lesson was, when you go to, I don't know if you have like Schlotsky's where you live, but there's,
I know what it is. I've been there.
Yeah, like there's, certain restaurant, whether it's a grocery store or a restaurant, they have the local newspaper, and, they have the daily astrology readings, right? And they're all based on if you're born from this date to this, So with that said, my teacher took a whole week to explain to us how, for example, so I'm born on September 25th, right? So according to modern astrology, I am a Libra, but what he went way out of his way to teach us was, and he gave us charts and all this stuff, was that modern astrology is based on where the stars were located at a certain time based on like 3,000 or 4,000 years ago. And if you were to actually update the locations over, because over 3,000 or 4,000 years, they're not going to be in the same place at the same day at the same time as they were, thousands of years ago, right? And so,
exactly.
And so, if you update it, the cut, in my example, the traditional cutoff date would be September 28th, which makes me a Libra. But if you were to actually calculate, and I'm just saying what he said, if you were to actually calculate where the stars are right now, the cutoff date would be the 23rd, which would make me a Virgo. Have you heard about this? Like, what?
Oh yeah. Now I've heard not only that, but also when it's all broken down and actual seconds are analyzed, I think time is off by like 0.03 seconds per second or something that adds up to about however many, like a few days or a day per year. I think it's a day per year. And so the calculations are all off. All you can really go by is what you can test yourself. What can you see in the sky and observe? And and go with that. I think that's kind of like using common sense and figuring out where the planets are, and of course a hell of a lot of observation. And I've done a lot of observations of the moon and the sun, and you're starting to see now. Like, I never had a really top-notch telescope, unfortunately, to really do the work, but you see it now. People online are with these P900s and just really awesome equipment are really getting a true idea of not exactly, but more questions are being raised because they're seeing so many anomalies with where and how to track the moon, for example. It's like kind of popping up in places it shouldn't be based on whatever the calculations are. So people out there who are much smarter than I am and much better at explaining the math, because that's right, isn't that where we all were forced away from astronomy in the first place when we were kids? I loved astronomy too when I was in college. I had an astronomy class and a lab that went with that, and totally loved it. But once I realized, and that was, as a kid, I already knew this going into that class, but when you're told, like, this is the math you're going to need to know. I was never good at math, so I was kind of I was scared away from astronomy from a very young age, even though a telescope was the first thing I ever asked for and got. And so...
Wow, see, and Jupro will be the
Sorry,
first...
I really wandered on that.
No, I'm glad you said that because, I'm glad you said that because I think you would agree that me and you don't ever agree on anything, ever. But I totally agree with everything you just said. And so that's a rarity right there.
Probably change what I said then, because I don't like when you're agreeing with me.
All right. Well, anyway, so first of all, all right. So we do have a caller. Also, Queen wants to call in, but she kind of doesn't want to, so she might call in.
I've been waiting for hours for you to talk to me.
I know. I'm about to get to you. All right. So now here we go. We've got our first caller tonight. What's going on, caller? Who are you, and why are you here?
It's Craig, and I'm working, so I decided to call in.
Oh, hey, what's up, Craig?
Hi, Apocalypse. How are you?
Good job with those shots the other week, by the way.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. I was going to say, that first time we did that shot game, because of your donations, I was able to travel to where I needed to go, and you actually really helped me out. Although I did not enjoy taking the shots.
That stuff sounds nasty. I googled it. I was like, nah.
Well,
I can't even drink Zambuca.
Like,
once it hits my lips, it's like a fucking explosion. Sorry.
But just so you know, I do have my last. I just got a bottle of Malort in a couple of days ago, so it is right here in case anybody wants to do that. But
yeah, I'll get you guys again someday.
All right, Absolutely. Good deal. But anyway, so what's up, man? What are you calling in for?
Nothing. Just calling in. Based on that subject, though, like, astrology is kind of like, I don't know, it's hit and miss, right? Like, everybody kind of, like, has the aspects, has all the aspects that, like people, like, it's generalized, right? So, like, oh, you're stubborn or whatever, everybody has those aspects in their life in certain areas, you know what I mean? Like, so, right. I don't know, I think it's all bull anyways, astrology anyways.
Well, why don't you go ahead and take that, Jupro? Oh, wait, is he gone?
No, sorry, I had to reset. I missed the question, and my audio went out on me.
Oh, it's not really a question. I'm just saying it's kind of like everybody manifests, like, every aspect of,
is it me, or
personality
is he shutting
in their life in certain areas, right? So, like, a generalized reading that is based on astrology is really, it's bull, in my opinion. What are your thoughts?
In my opinion, yeah, I agree. Most of those readings are a bunch of horse crap.
I agree.
They don't amount to much. I do like the tarot cards because the symbolism is in there. It leaves a whole bunch up to chance, which is always kind of fun and entertaining. But is there any kind of validity to them? God, I guess that's anybody's.
Yeah. Like all these magical systems, right? Like, what are they really? They're mirrors for yourself, right? So you take a look at what it might be telling you. You reflect on how you might represent that in your life. If you can find that reason, or if you can find that in your life, you reflect on yourself, and you might even take a closer look as to why you're actually doing that. You know what I mean? So you might reflect a little deeper on the mechanisms of your emotional body. You know. So why was I triggered by that car cutting me off? Was it because of hierarchy? Do I now think that person's in front of me? Do I think they're ahead of me? Like, from my reasoning, am I going to get them back, right? So I'm going to get them back. Is that going to make me feel better? And why did that make me feel better? You know, like stupid things like that. But like any magical system or any occult system, in my opinion, is more about the actual mirror of yourself and understanding yourself deeper.
I really like the way you phrased it, because everything you said was in my language. You didn't go over my head or under it. It was kind of like how I would describe it. Maybe you're my brother.
I think so.
Soul brother.
Yeah, could be. Yes, could be. Very well put.
Just kidding. Lame as fuck.
Lame as fuck, bro. Good end.
I'm more of a realist than anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I believe in a lot of things, but I also don't at the same time.
Yeah.
So what is valid to you when it comes to the Earth and this? Where do you think the stars and you know, where does the planets all come from?
It's part of a greater body, right? Like, what are we? Like, what are we if we're not solar systems in our own right? What's an atom? What does an atom look like if you were a tiny little proton circling the nucleus, right?
Well, it looks like
a prime
solar
density
system
in the center being held into orbit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, what are we? We are a solar system. Like, so, like, what is God, right? We're part of something that is not conscious of us because it's not conscious of itself, you know, and it's growing and it's changing and it's expanding, and someday it's going to burn out and it's going to go away, right? But that's how I would generalize it, I guess, very generally.
Pretty awesome. Good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you think about it, too, like, even on a deeper level, right? Like, what are we, right? We can look at something, like, I can look at a tree and say, okay, well, I need a stick. And I need that stick to get an animal to bleed out so I can eat it, right? So I need to kill an animal, so I'm going to grab a stick from a tree, and I'm going to sharpen it because that will help me, right? So what are we doing there? Like, we're taking our environment and we're changing it. And we're creating something, right? So in our own right, are we not creators? Are we not God? You know what I mean? We are in the image, you know, like old texts always say, like we're created in the image of our God, right? And it wouldn't make sense with the polarity of life and the finite nature of it and pain and hot and cold, you know, all that, for something to be cognizant or aware of our turmoil, right? So, I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Deep. Man, I feel like we're all infants, though, kind of coming into a weird place in history. I don't know.
Yeah.
If it's the internet or what, but it just seems like a lot of things are the foundations, the scientific foundations of so many things is falling apart, and the fabric's being ripped apart, and we're just
starting to learn about. It doesn't make sense, right? Things change, right? Where Einstein's like theory of special relativity, it holds ground in some tests, but in other tests it doesn't, right? And what's the difference between those two tests, you know? But like on a more important
and people accept it as
like,
truth because Einstein
world,
said
right?
it
Like
was.
really? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, keep going. I just was pointing out that everyone accepted what Einstein said as true, and just because he said it, I don't know if any of his theories actually held up.
He's been proven wrong many times,
right? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Go ahead, Gigi.
Well, I was just going to say he's been proven wrong many times. But
Yeah.
go ahead.
Well, he proved himself wrong when you just think about, like, okay, so I go back in time and I kill my grandfather, like the old paradox, right? I wasn't there to kill him, so I can't actually do that, right? It just doesn't happen, right? So, like,
That's right.
he disproved it himself, like linear existence, like single reality. Like, there's multiple realities, right? There has to be, or else something like that wouldn't make sense. Well, what does make sense, though, is his math. But either way, like, what I wanted to kind of get at was, like, that doesn't really matter, I don't think. I think it's more about our emotional bodies and how we are inactive throughout our daily lives, right? Like just like that little traffic incident where somebody cuts you off and you go to cut them off, right? And you're making yourself feel better within this silly hierarchy of your mind, like where you're now better than them or you now one up them, so you feel better about yourself. But really, the actual reason behind that is not feeling full in your own heart, right? In your own mind, in your own emotional body, right? You lack that feeling of oneness, you know. So you're always looking to the external world or external influence to supplement your emotional body. You know, and that's what creates all the modern day bullshit when you think about it, right? Like somebody, I don't know, somebody makes more money than me, right? You see, you know, so like you think he's happier than you because within society, the way we dictate our reality with this hierarchy perception, that guy is better than us, right? He has more, right? People like to live comfortably. They don't want to work for their living, right? So women like him a little more. You know, but they're not the right type of people. Those aren't people you want in your life. But we perceive it as being better than our current reality, so we strive for that same thing, right? But that's what creates all the issues, like of divide between people, also, right? So, like, you have a certain narrative in your mind where society would be better, like immigration. Take that for example. It's a perfect example, actually.
Is
so, like,
this Neil?
Go ahead.
No.
Oh, who is this gentleman?
What's your name, caller?
Oh, Craig.
Oh,
yeah.
Good points, Craig. Good points. Good points. Yeah. And so, when did you come into this realization? Sharing with
Me?
us right now.
After a bunch of stuff. Actually, you know, it's funny. It was like one of my main weird happenings that really changed my mind and how I see things. I was actually listening to Gigi's show, and it was some dude talking about rocks, but he played a song called Spiders and Vinegaroons or some shit, and there's like this drum beat, and like all of a sudden, like I was already in kind of like a weird mood that day, and I started feeling like love, right, like pouring out of my heart. Anyway, long story
that's a
short.
great
anyway,
song.
It's like
proving once and for
really
all, assholes can still be influential.
No, he's talking about the song that we played before our show. But anyway, go ahead.
But if you listen to what the gentleman, Craig or whatever his name is, was saying, yeah, he's got a lot of freaking damn good points that you guys can live up by. Eh?
There's Dennis. Okay. But yeah, anyway, go ahead, Neil. Or caller.
Neil? You mental case.
I don't know who the fuck is calling.
Somebody lock Gigi up
Neil
once and for all, throw him away.
I thought it was Neil.
Get rid of him.
Somebody has something to say. What'd Dennis say?
Well, he was.
I was just agreeing with you, man, because you know what? A lot of small-minded people start fucking freaking me out, and you know what I understand is because they're you know, like I will say within a certain capacity of
Go ahead,
emotional
Dennis. You can
attachment,
do it.
right? Like if you're emotionally attached to things, especially ideas and stuff like that, or it doesn't really matter what it is, it makes you rigid in thought. It makes you unable to see more than whatever you want to see something for, right? So, like, let's say I go on a date with some girl, like when I was younger, right? She's got a nice butt and she's got daddy issues, so she wants sex all fucking day, right? That's the dream for me, right? That's perfect for me. But I'm not seeing that she's crazy, and I'm not seeing like all these other aspects where like she's seriously lacking in herself, right? I get lost in something. I get emotionally attached to something that I think is going to make me happy. Sorry, go ahead. You get me on a point, I'm going to rant. So you go ahead, Dennis. Sorry.
I was wondering, who is she?
He's getting defensive.
getting defensive.
Yep.
You're the she. You're the she, Dennis. You're a she.
Oh,
man.
I'm the she. Yeah, I know. I've been called a woman up many, many times. You know, it's funny. When I first got into this internet stuff, everybody thought I was a woman. With people.
I could see that.
I thought you were a woman.
Fuck.
I like that question. So then, do you think that the moon and the earth have been misdescribed to us, Craig?
What do you mean? Like the Earth and the Moon have been misdescribed to us? I think it's very strange. Like the Moon,
Or are you in
especially,
agreement
right?
with
It's not
what's
in like a
been,
geosynchronous orbit,
demonstrated and proved
but
to
it's
us
in like
as the truth?
it's almost like a negative. Well, it's a
Supposedly.
different geosynchronous orbit,
Did
right?
you
If
lose
you take
Craig?
the definition of
I
geosynchronous,
think so.
it isn't
You know,
actually
don't
that.
forget, go to bed
But
at
the
night.
way it
Remember
rotates,
the Earth.
are you
no,
talking? Or do you want me to even? Hello?
Space is water, and the
okay.
Earth is flat. Doesn't exist.
No,
So
the
go to bed
Earth
with
is
that.
fucking round, dude. Come on now.
Well,
Yes, Craig has gone to sleep.
Well, we have another caller that's calling in now.
Okay.
Who art thou?
I'm Neil.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
yeah.
All right, this just took a turn for the.
Here we go. Here now. It's
Dennis and Neil
All right,
are
here
like one and the
comes
same.
Here it comes.
Here
I'm
it
gonna
comes.
drop the bombshell on
Oh
you.
boy.
Boom!
Let's hear it.
Hey, you know, we need to fix the problem. We need to have this, they need to have like a money system where all the world pays for the poor people living in their homes and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, you know, fuck that
Well, stop
shit.
this.
You know, that's before the fucking monetary fucking where we don't need no fucking money at all, man. All right? So where we look after each other, or anyways, we just fucking kill them off, and that's it, man. You make him go to sleep like it's an accident.
Is
It
that
doesn't matter
true?
what monetary system we have if we're corrupted within, right? If we always need more, any money system won't work because it's going
That's
to
why
be
you
greed
kill what's
and
not
hoarding.
necessary, what serves no purpose, and you make it look like an accident.
But money's an illusion, man. I mean, it's a damn illusion. I could print all the damn money I want to if I'm in the government. No one's going to know how much money you printed. So it's got some black money going around, you know? They call it dark matter
That's
money.
fucking nigger money. That's nigger money, man. I don't give a fuck.
But we have
Well,
to
you need
do
to keep track
something,
of how much
man,
money there is
because,
in the system. That's what inflation is,
because
right?
you got all these immigrants, like all these people from Mexico and stuff. They could go back home, and we could just give them money, and they could build their own houses and stuff. You
What
see
happened
what
to
I'm saying?
fucking Trump when he wanted to build a stupid fucking wall, and all of a sudden, I just want to send whatever billion in the fucking Congress, where the fuck you guys do down there? I don't think so. Fuck off. No, don't talk to me about fucking politics.
You guys are great.
But if we don't fix the problem, see, they won't. You know, the greedy gets greedier. I mean, money's just an illusion, bro. You gotta have to, you know.
No, look at fucking Brazil. You don't have a middle class. You have fucking enchant, or you have fucking living in the slum, buddy. That's it.
Yeah, but
When you think about it, even like the reason for, but people
I'm gonna give
just
you an
wanting
example.
to cross the.
What if we? I'm gonna give you a scientific research thing that you might want to think about.
Yeah, okay.
What if we
Let's
take
hear
all
about
the oil out the earth? Don't you know it's gonna kill the earth? What if the oil is the blood of the planet?
Wow.
You know what
You have
I'm
to
saying?
go trade. Oh, okay. I don't want to insult
You see what I'm
but
saying?
It's carbon.
We don't need
we are carbon
oil.
based.
We got
carbon-based.
we got technology. We don't even need oil.
Oh shit.
Hey,
Where? What technology?
Now I'm gonna
What
stop. Now
technology
I'm
do we
gonna
have
stop
where we
talking.
don't need oil? What in your life? What in your life do you have right now that isn't brought to you by in some way by oil? and like deeply, like every single stage of its
kidding.
development, from
Plastic
mining
comes from
all the way to
oil,
a factory after
petroleum.
refinery,
It's
like
petroleum.
into a mold,
I
into a
know.
steel shop,
I
like
know. We
everything
know
is
these
brought
things.
to you by oil. What do we have, technology-wise, that is better than oil?
We got
Well, we
electromagnetic.
got gas. We got gas. We got electromagnetic.
Same thing,
energy.
dude. It's the same chasm. It's the same thing. It's all hydrocarbon. It's from the same places.
Hydrogen? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
wanna run hydrogen? Sure.
electromagnetic
Hydrogen,
power doesn't need no fuel at all.
Correct.
It just
That's
runs
correct,
by
sir.
itself.
And it runs off of gravity.
And what
Runs off of
planet
gravity.
does this stuff exist?
You know,
With
have you ever heard of the
electromagnesium.
perpetual machines that they run,
All
right?
right, I'll give you
Need
an example.
energy.
I'm gonna give you an example. It was like around 20 years
Holes.
ago. This dude came on the news. He said he had a generator that was electromagnetic. You could put it in your house, and it would run without no electricity at all. Okay,
Yeah.
and bam, 3 days later, no one heard about it.
Dead.
Well, I
Yeah,
found
he's dead.
out who the dude. I met the dude that knew the dude in Wyoming that made the darn thing, and he's a billionaire. The government gave him all kind of money.
Oh, yeah, of course.
This really happened. I mean, that was like 20 years ago,
I know,
man.
That's old
I mean,
news,
they're
man.
using it in
That's old news.
they're using it in subs and stuff too.
Old news.
I think
Do
most
you
subs are
think that
diesel
do
electric
you
or
think that they're not
nuclear electric,
producing
aren't they?
cold fusion? Cold
But
fusion.
like, I do agree with you. There's better ways, right? Our ocean, all the water in the ocean, we could separate that with like
Cold fusion,
12
sir.
volt little
Yeah.
separators,
Yeah,
right?
what
And
the fuck
turn
do
it
you
into
think,
oxygen and hydrogen.
Water is made of.
Like very
H2O.
simply, and run everything off of hydrogen. Even
Oxygen.
combustible hydrogen. Not even using like the gold-plated electric
Separate that shit,
like
man.
chemical exchangers.
Well, that
No,
Bob
no,
Lazier,
no,
whatever
no.
he is, he made a hydro
I
car
don't
where
believe
it
a
runs
thing
on
that
water.
you says.
It ran on
Well,
water.
then,
no shit,
then he's
but they
separating it,
can't.
but it doesn't work, dude. That doesn't work. You don't have enough, like, the law of thermodynamics does not allow you to separate that water into hydrogen and oxygen, either combust it or chemically transmute it into energy. Like, it just
This is
doesn't work.
great.
Like, you need something there, some sort of,
Yeah.
like, battery or buildup of energy before you start that process. It's not going to self-maintain
yeah.
itself.
No, it ain't. You got to start it like a car, you know. But the only
Yeah,
reason
but-
why they're not using that system, you could make a nuclear bomb out the darn system, though. Hydrogen bomb. That's why they don't have it on the market. Because they,
Nah,
you might
man,
have
like,
some
give
crazy,
me no, dude. Give me a 12-volt battery and a couple
I'm
washers
not bullshitting you.
and some electric wire, and I can create all the hydrogen you want. Everybody
They
can.
have
It's
atomic
super
bombs
simple.
online. I can buy an atomic bomb online, right? Just not a hydrogen bomb.
And an atomic bomb is like, you need a centrifuge that
Okay.
runs at like 15,000 RPM
Very,
with
very
like heavy
good
metals
bomb.
inside to
Also
separate
needed,
it, right?
What
To
is
like,
it? Uranium
separate the-
235.
Good luck.
235. Uranium 235, I believe. Yeah. And if it's spent, it's dirty. Then you get a dirty bomb, right? It's cake. You fucking pick up that in the fucking black mark. No fucking problem. System. No problem.
I want to blow up the damn moon, man. I can't wait to see that on film.
Hey,
The
the moon
damn
is
thing
fake.
will
The moon is
explode
fake.
and
It
shit.
doesn't even
Yeah,
exist,
fuck
man.
the moon. Yeah.
It doesn't exist.
I'd like
What's
to
the
blow
moon.
that goddamn moon up one day. I'm telling you. I was driving to Los Angeles in a big giant torpedo cigar shaped
hologram, man.
spaceship pulled in front of it. And you know what? It started emitting this gas. The moon
governments
turned
are-
black. You couldn't even see it.
This is fantastic.
I called the darn FBI about that.
And the government are hiding the moon production, like they're building bases on the moon, and put the big illusion up there, so we can't really see what's going on.
That's aliens on
I
that
don't buy
damn
any of that
moon.
shit.
The reptilians. I'm telling you, I saw demons and the fucking reptilians that come from that moon.
I see him too. I see
seen
him
him,
all the
man.
time, man. Hey, Neil, I see him all the time. Okay?
Like, I'm gonna give an example, man. Listen to me. What's your name?
It's Dennis.
All right, Dennis.
Hey,
Look,
Craig.
the other, I get tired of him fucking around with me. The other day, I got out of my car and I had my cell phone in my hand, and I'm looking at YouTube, and they had a woman on the face. You know, she was talking. Well, my phone turned into like an X-ray thing. You know how you see an
listen,
X-ray?
I'm not fucking
Instead of the human?
you, man.
So the aliens, they must have beamed me up or something, or shot a beam down on me, because I didn't feel nothing, really. I just saw the image of the person on YouTube looked like an X-ray person. So I knew there was some kind of electromagnetic thing or something, or X-ray machine or something.
Just from a rational standpoint, how did they change a video? Like, how did they get an X-ray of a video? That doesn't make any sense to me.
No, what I'm saying is,
you're watching.
All right, I'm gonna give an example. I had the cell phone in my hand when I got out the car, and I stood up, and I was looking at the picture, and all at once it just turned into an X-ray. You know, it looked like a person was X-rayed. You understand what I'm saying?
Like I could see that, like if it was showing your hand on the screen, because RFID can do that. Like it penetrates the cells in your body, and it also bounces back a few, right? So as it bounces back, it gives you an image of inside your hand, the outside of your hand, like your whole hand. It's just like an X-ray, right? But if you're watching a video, this is what I don't understand. If you're watching a video that's a replay of something that already happened, how are you getting an image from inside them? That's all. That just seems really strange. Did you watch the video again to see if it always happened?
Well, I don't think it's going to happen. What I think was alien ship was above me, and they beamed me up, my spirit or something. There was some kind of energy transfer there, where the photograph on the YouTube looked like an X-ray thing.
And that's
I think you should watch that video and see if that happens again.
Oh, fuck, I can't
that
talk
was
anymore.
Weird, man. I'm telling you, that's the first time I ever seen that shit. But I don't know what they're fucking doing.
The simplest explanation wouldn't be aliens, though. I'm telling you that much.
Yeah, but how in the hell the fucking video is going to turn X-rayed?
I don't know. Did you watch it again?
You
See
know,
if it does it all the time? Try watching it again before you blame aliens.
Yeah, you watch it one time, the next time.
I've seen some weird shit too that I can't explain, so I can't really. I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just saying, like, there's got to be an explanation.
I've been there.
And if not, who knows? Maybe it is aliens.
Who knows? Who the fuck knows? You're your own witness.
I've seen a lot of different kinds. I've seen the praying mantis kind. I've seen the Draco kind. I've seen the reptilian kinds.
I've seen
the reptilian look like a Ninja Turtle.
I spot these fucking shapeshifters fucking live, 3D, like 3, D, right? Well, actually, we do live in 4. But, yeah, and they try to disguise themselves, these demons, all the time, man.
When I eat like 15 grams of mushrooms, everybody's a shapeshifter.
Yeah.
Their eyebrows always turn first. Right?
Well, I'm going to the Hollywood thing tomorrow. I want to get some good seafood or something,
You're going to be there tomorrow? Really?
What?
Where? Okay. All right. Yeah.
I feel like wearing a mask or something, but I tell you what, I bet you there's gonna be some FBI people. Gigi, I bet you I could tell you who the FBI person is in there.
I'm sure you can. Although tomorrow night will be the.
Use my psychic powers,
All right. Well, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see
but
who you point out.
If anybody's taking pictures, you got to be wary about them, If they're taking photographs, that's what the CIA does, the FBI and all that. They want to see who's going to these gatherings and stuff.
Or people that's on Instagram.
Yeah, but we also pay people to take photos for us as well. So they're not all, FBI, CIA, whatever. Some of them actually work for us.
I don't think anybody saying anything at that conference or like that usually goes to the conferences isn't any legitimate threat of anybody, because a lot of it is I don't know, it's pretty hokey, especially like that Wilcox, like blue space chickens coming to save us, but like where are they now? Weren't they coming to save us at some point?
Did you say space
Where are these
chickens?
fucking chickens? Where are these blue space chickens?
I don't know, but I would imagine that they must be infinitely more delicious than human, or not human, Earth chickens,
I know. I want to eat one. Get the fuck down here, space chicken.
Go ahead, Dennis. Let them have it.
Hey, I wonder if they have, what kind of eggs they might have. Blue egg or what?
Well, I imagine green. I would imagine green eggs, and they probably come with ham. I don't know. That's just what I was told growing up. I don't know.
I heard the human bird people, they shit eggs.
Well, with the fucking human bird people, what the fuck are you gonna do?
What you got to do is find yourself a hot one then. Find yourself a hot female blue space chicken. Get her drunk, and then you got breakfast in the morning.
Hey, what if they show up at the party?
What's your fucking... Oh, fuck's sake. You guys gotta learn, man.
Oh, God.
Hey, you know what? I might find an alien. I bet you I'll find an alien there, Gigi. I'm gonna look for an alien.
I tell you, man.
I don't doubt it.
Oh, man, they're good.
Okay, so
Isn't
we've
everybody
got...
an alien in Hollywood?
Oh, that's right. We have 2 callers here. Okay. All right, keep going. I cannot be more amused. Keep going.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be watching though. I want to see if I could see some shit going on in there.
Well,
Hey Neil, what's the weirdest thing you believe?
Weirdest thing?
What's the most out there, strangest thing? Like something you don't even like to admit that you believe?
Yeah, like something that would seem strange to us.
Yeah, like
you want to know the biggest lie that's going on in the world? I can tell you a couple of them. The biggest liars that's on this planet is the Catholic Church, and that's like major brainwashing stuff.
Yeah,
I was raised Catholic, man.
I agree with that.
And Jesus was never born. I'm gonna tell you a bunch of lies. What they said. Jesus was never born on Christmas. He can't forgive murderers and thieves. Yeah. Okay, he didn't die for all our sins. That's bullshit. I mean, I could go on. Wait. Drink.
He can't forgive murderers and thieves. What's that?
Hell no, he can't.
Fucking Jesus Christ, fucking whores, man.
Because if he could, I tell you what. Show me a murderer and a thief that's gonna get forgiven by Jesus, and I will cut his fucking head off. That's what I would do.
I'll show you.
I say, here's your goddamn forgiveness, motherfucker. If you're a murderer and a thief, I'm gonna cut your goddamn head off. I ain't bullshitting you. I can't stand them fuckers, man. And then I say, okay, now let Jesus fucking forgive you, motherfucker. After I cut your goddamn head off. I can't stand
you signed up with ISIS or what, brother?
No. You know what? People are not Christians. They're a bunch of fucking pickles. Okay? That's what the fuck they are.
Fuck them. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Go fuck themselves.
You know what a pickle is? It's a goddamn cucumber. I can't stand stupidity. Yeah. So you know what the vinegar is for the Christians? It's this church shit. You got to understand, church is new. I mean, it's only 1,000 years old or something, It just started. They just started this brainwashing stuff,
I'd agree with the brainwashing part, but a lot of your other stuff is like kind of baseless, I think, a little bit.
All right, I'm going to give an example. If I raise a cup up and say, I'm drinking God's blood, I'm drinking human blood in church, don't you think that's a little bit crazy?
Not
that's
for you.
Psychopath, man.
That's all right with me, man.
Absolutely.
Hang with, right? It's up to them.
God.
And I'm going to give an example. If you went to, you know how they call themselves fathers?
Nope.
Huh?
Yeah.
They ain't no damn father. And then Jesus said, no one should call themselves father because there's only one Father in heaven. And then, you know, they're doing the opposite of what he says, or in the Bible, you know, like idols.
I know, whatever,
down to
man.
a cross.
Fucking religion is just a construct, man. That's all the fuck it is. Right?
Yeah, I know.
Stupid fuck.
Like what you just said there is like calling the kettle or the kettle
Here we
black,
go.
right? The pot killing. No, never mind. Anyways, I gotta go, guys. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, thanks for hanging into this mess. Thank you.
That's all right. I just get passionate.
But that's the biggest problem we have, you know. But
I guess so.
You know, it's like I see what's going on. I see dead humans laying all over the place, and these bad spirits are eating them up. You know, when my eyes are open, dude, I could see the invisible dimension, man. I mean, it's awful.
Yeah, you know what? I can see many dimensions, sir. Many.
Yeah.
And
I see it all. See, you know what you're hung up in? You're hung up in the fucking negative fucking bullshit shit that the fucking 40 negs are trying to fucking wrap you into.
Well, you know all that
You
stuff
tell
about
him,
this
Dennis.
New Age love stuff that, what is it? Is it Laura Eisenhower or all these people talking about? Y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about because death is all around us.
Well,
I mean, the aliens are evil.
It's funny you mention that. We just had Laura Eisenhower on our show last week. I don't know if you heard
I've
that.
interviewed Laura Eisenhower, as a matter of fact.
And he has too. Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Well, I'm going to give you an example, though.
Interviewed Laura.
She doesn't see the dimensions that I see.
I know her.
If y'all don't see all these demons, I mean, these demons are in people's homes. They're sucking out energy. We shouldn't be getting sick. We shouldn't be getting sick and getting cancer and dying, dude. These aliens they're sucking out energy.
I don't know. I think it has more to do with humans creating all sorts of combustion technology and all sorts of radiation, and not to mention we still don't fully understand all this Wi-Fi shit that's going on. Like, people think that's not affecting anything. I have a pretty big suspicion that being surrounded by Wi-Fi signals, in fact, there's a story that Micah Hanks of the Grayling Report actually covered a little while back, where there is literally a lady who is allergic to Wi-Fi signals. Just imagine her life. She can't even exist around modern society. And if she's allergic to it, that just means she's hypersensitive to it. Just imagine how it's affecting us on a daily basis. See what I mean?
Yeah, we're getting all that energy, though. The center of the Earth, though, the Milky Way is pulling all this energy into the solar system. And I heard that there's a lot of things are going on with that energy, flow, too. It's supposed to help us awaken, but see, I'm doing the open eye project where I'm trying to teach people how to see them, and I need help, man. It's really easy.
But the big problem is that the more people that become awake, the more people that are becoming dead. Like, if you want to call it,
that's an interesting way to put it. Yeah,
they're losing remembrance of where they came from, whatnot. Okay. And so you call it enlightenment, you call it high vibrational energy, you call it whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. All right. We're in tune. but you can see things different than lower vibrational people, right? So this is polarity. This is separation that's occurring. See, and this is what people don't understand. Whatever you want, right? I don't do labels.
Okay, hold on. I cannot pass this up. We have a question from the audience from Darren, who was here earlier. I guess he's not now. But he says, ask about the floating severed head dimension. That one scares the hell out of me.
All right. Well, I want to hear this.
So do I.
I know about that.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah. Please explain.
Go ahead.
All right. The reason why there's a head dimension, because when the aliens, they've been cutting our heads off for a long time. That's just the way they do things, you know. I saw someone's head about at the beginning of the year, and I freaked out, and I actually told people who he was, and I said, that's why I know, you know. But see, these head dimensions are in everything. I mean, they're in the trees. They're you don't really see their body. It's just you see the eyes real easy, and the nose, and the mouth, and everything, and the chin, you know, and stuff like that, real good. And it's, you know, it's kind of weird. But they've been cutting our heads off for a long time, and our heads don't have nowhere else to go but here on Earth.
But how long have you been cutting them off for? Thousands of years, tens of thousands, couple hundred?
Well, I'm trying to. Let's see. What they do is they cut your head off and then they eat your body, or they put your body on like a suit, too.
So how come your head didn't get cut off? Not yet. No, cut off yet, or what happens with that? I don't understand.
Me neither.
Well,
I'm trying to.
Me too.
I seen some. I'm gonna give an example. I saw some big giant spirits, and they were going around biting people's heads off. Right? They wouldn't just cut it with a sword. And then I saw one head dude come down. It was just a head. He came down on a dude that had a body, and he bit his head off, and then he spit it out like that. Man, I seen some wicked shit going on, bro. I mean, they bite your freaking head off. All right, I'm gonna give you an example. You know what the big vampires do? They grab the human body, if it's a small person, they bite your head off and spit it out and then turn your body upside down like a cup and then drink you like that.
That sounds unnecessary.
No, that's what they do. Why bite you on the neck when they can bite your fucking head off and just drink all your blood? Turn your head up, you know. I've seen it happen. I've seen it.
Yeah, I know, but do they come back or something, or like zombies after, or what happens to the corpses after, or what happens? Head. So they got to have a body that's left over or something.
Yeah, the body. Yeah, sometimes they just steal the body. Yeah. Actually, a spirit stole my head first in Louisiana, and then I saw that they stole my body. And then I saw him, you know, this dude smiling at me with that shitty grin he had. I don't even like to smile no more because I hate that. I wanted to kill that motherfucker. And I knew he stole my body and my face, you know. But see, they got some of us, the ones that fly, like you could be the flyer. And like Gigi might be the flyer person that could fly with his body, right? And then you might not be able to. You see what I'm saying? Some of us could fly and some of us can't. But they want the bodies that could fly. That's why they're stealing our bodies. They're using us like a farm.
Trophies there. That's why you're
like
that's why weak people get their fucking head ripped off. Because they're weak. Right? You understand that? Okay. Bigger the energy you hold, bigger the trophy you are.
When you got a spirit coming down from up above and coming down on you and bite your damn head off, you don't even see it coming.
Yeah, you know what, guys? You know what? because I can see that shit before it even gets close to me. I tried.
No, you can't. You can't tell. Hey, tell it to that dude that he got his head bit off that I saw. That could have been you.
Hey, you know what? I can see this. I can see this shit. I see a lot of things that a lot of people can't. And they say, oh, look at Dennis. He's weird. I don't say shit about what I see. Saying.
Well, that's why I'm trying to teach people. That's why I'm trying to teach people how to see, because the only way you could fight them, you have to be. I'm going to give an example. If you're blind in this dimension, the first dimension, you will be blind in the next dimension. That's how it works.
First, second,
you understand
third,
what I'm saying?
Fourth. We live in fourth. Get real. We live in fourth.
Like right now, I see dead people laying on their back everywhere. I go to the movies in the dark room. There's dead humans laying all over the place, helpless. They can't do nothing. You know, that's why I'm so pissed off at the moon. I want to blow that damn moon up.
Yeah, fuck the moon.
The war planet. That moon is not a moon. I tell you what, I bet anybody any amount of money that is not a fucking moon. And I tell you what, I don't have to have no money because I know I'm right. You know, I'm gonna give an example. If whoever's wrong dies, would you be willing to do that instead of money? Right?
Now, can you explain this bet again? You're saying take the money and it's a fake moon?
Yeah, it's not a moon. It's a darn planet.
Well, it's a luminary, I believe.
All right, I'm going to give you an example. You see how that thing's glowing when it's a full moon? And it was close this time. This is the closest it ever got in a long time. Yeah. That moon is not glowing like that because the sun's shining on it. It's got fucking energy, man, like a fucking light bulb.
Absolutely. It's self-illuminated.
It's got stargates. I filmed it one time, and I saw a stargate open up, and something flew out and came down on the earth like. I did it with night vision goggles, too. You know?
Sorry.
Well, if you haven't seen the lunar wave, check that out. The lunar wave is amazing. A lot of people are capturing it.
It's pretty interesting. For a while, recently, it's been vamped up. If you want to go into that, JP.
I don't think he's. Oh, he is. Yep, he's here.
Yes.
Let him have it.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and talk about this freaking damn. Wave.
Yeah, because the lunar wave, it doesn't really have an explanation right now other than something of a reset. But what people are watching is a wave, a literal wave that starts at either end. I've usually seen it from the top of the moon down, and it just travels across the moon in this wave-like form all the way across the moon, and it almost looks like a reset of some kind. And to my knowledge, there's something in the area of 15 or so different YouTubers who have caught the lunar wave, and it's pretty damn interesting. But the science breaks down, like you said, the sun can't possibly be illuminating this thing. There's just no way.
Oh,
I know, and it's a false heaven. When you die, you know what that looks like? It looks like heaven, and they suck you up with these black holes, dude.
Ooh.
You know, they got stargates on that damn moon and shit too.
I gotta fucking do some research, some more, boy. I gotta lose some sleep.
Well, I done seen it. Already. I mean, that thing was sucking up people.
Research that shit. Good. That sounds awesome.
That's where that fucking false Jesus is. Hey, you know they cloned image of Jesus. They got every city. They probably got a false Jesus.
I know about false Jesus. I heard about that before. What do you know about vortex? You know, like jumping dimension. Time.
No, Jesus is real. He was just mowing my lawn 2 days ago.
Oh my God, Jesus is just a figment of everybody's imagination.
No,
That's all it is.
He's real. He was riding a lawnmower outside
Jesus, my brother.
2 days ago.
No, you don't understand. The aliens are harvesting the human beings because of the fucking false Jesus, dude. Y'all don't understand. The buck stops with me. I know more than any one of y'all motherfuckers put together, okay? I'm telling you the truth. I'm killing false Jesuses, dude. Oh, boy, you have no idea how many we fucking killed. I hate them motherfuckers.
Michael, do you do like Michael's work, Archangel Michael, where he goes around and kills all the nasty demons? No?
What?
Is that your job?
Go ahead, Neil.
This is a serious question.
But you have to understand, people.
I'm not
I'm born on the 13th sign, between the 12th zodiac and the first zodiac. I try, the spirit world told me to tell y'all my birthday and stuff, and about my mother's death.
You want me to do astrology?
Listen to me. Notre Dame said someone was going to die on their birthday, but he never said nothing else about it. That's my mother he was talking about.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying,
Not
sir.
really. Go ahead.
Okay, and then the last part of that quatrains, the last words that he said in that book pertains about the end of time, and he gave me some information to burn. He was talking about burn, and, set the fires on and burn them all up. And another thing is, he said Saturn is going to come too late, that only 70 of us are going to survive. Okay? So all that stuff I told you right there is at the end of his book.
Right. But how come
you
only
see what
70?
I'm saying?
Only 70.
What?
70, or only going to survive?
Well, he said, 70. That's what it's showing on the book.
Right.
70.
How does it come to that number? Like, is it happen chance, or is it picked? Like, is it picked people, or? Right.
Well, I think he's talking about the Holy Sepulchre, because I was looking on the paintings that they showed. It's got prophecies of Notre Dame, and the paintings have a story about the Pope. The Pope is wearing that big crown, and a dude's going up there with a sword, stabbing him in the neck and stuff, and he's got the keys, because he's got the keys of the devil from the moon.
No fucking Christian.
What?
No Christian is going to get into the fucking 70. So where do these 70? How are these 70 people chosen? Like who chooses?
No,
these?
that's the only ones that's going to be alive when they come save the people on earth.
Christians are the only ones going to be alive? Believers?
He's talking about the Holy Sepulchre. The people in the Holy Sepulchre that I found out. He's not talking about the people in this world. It's a different dimension that's on the earth that I know about, All
right. Okay.
He's not talking about that.
You know who the 144?
They're highly evolved technical dimension, whatever you want to call it.
I study this hard. I'm very interested in the information you're sharing with us right now.
Well, you know what? If I don't tell y'all what's going on, and they get, when I seen that X-ray thing, I said, "Damn, that's deja vu. Like they're gonna take me away one day. One day someone's gonna kill me because they want to shut me up, or the fucking aliens, the evil aliens, gonna take me away or whatever, or the good aliens might take me away, right? So, I've been fighting a long time, I sleep with a damn machete sword in my hand, and I use firecrackers, and I blow their asses up.
You know what? You don't need any of that shit, man. All you need is your fucking energy within yourself. And you fuck that. Because you know what? When you talk about reptilians, you have good ones and bad ones. Just like you have stupid fucking humans, you have fucking stupid Nazis, and then you got fucking nice people like I don't know who else. Like the North American Indians that got fucked over by the fucking Europeans. Everybody fights. So yeah, so you're gonna get energy, entities, beings, and negatives from 4D within this dimension, sir. Thank you. And because that doesn't exist in fifth. So if you want to go further with that, sure, man, let's go. That's where I see it.
I can't tell you what dimension I'm seeing. When I see these things, they just look transparent.
Yeah, I know.
They're in the trees. When you look in the trees, it's like that movie Predator. Instead of one of them being in the tree, it's a whole bunch of them. Like a big, some of them, sometimes it's a big giant head. Now, I don't know where the body is. Maybe it's underground or something, but it might be the head dimension that I see all the time. If his head might be cut off or the rest of his body might be underground. I don't know, But I'm telling you the truth, bro. They've been cutting our fucking heads off for a long time. I mean,
you got to look at it this way, man. It's all metaphorical. Okay. Now you know what? It's energy. You know what they call them? They call them energy vampires. Okay. It depends on what genre you're talking to. If you're talking to a Wiccan, a pagan, or if you're talking a fucking New Age theology person, or if you're talking some religious freak or whatever. Everybody's got their own fucking thing for it. Right? Whatever, man. And at the end of the day.
But they got Sasquatches, they got sharks.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, whatever, man. It goes on and on, whatever.
They call them, in the invisible dimension, like centaurs, fairies, all the mythical things that they talked about. It's real. They do
dirty
exist.
Socks. Dirty
I've
socks
seen
are
dinosaurs.
real. Wow. Like fucking, clean up the closet and fucking do your laundry. Put things in fucking order already, man. Hey, this ain't fucking stupid. If you want to make it a game, sure, let's play the game. I'm not going to be part of your stupid fucking game. You're the fucking fixture.
What game are you talking about?
The game that people play with life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a game for me.
No, it's not a game for me. For me.
They attack my body, bro. I mean, they attack my arms. They attack my head. They attack my feet.
Oh, yeah. They've
all
hit
that
me
stuff, It's
I'm not going to repeat myself in encounters, but yeah, I know them well, and they know me very well. All right. Okay. So yeah, they've tried on me many times, sir, and not only in the physical. Yes, teach us, please.
Yeah.
Keep your perspective. I have mine. You have yours. It's interesting and it's good. Things.
Well, did you ever try to close your eyes in a dark room and look through your eyelids?
Yep. Easy. For remote view.
That's how you.
Right?
That's exercise to open the third eye. It helps you. The more you do that, I've done seen things when I close my eyes, I could see it in color, like I didn't even close my eyes, and it's like they're right there. I mean,
smell and touch,
but
you can feel. Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, but the thing is, what they did is they've been sucking on the human race. This is what we lost. We lost the sixth sense, the seventh sense, the eighth, the ninth, and the zero sense.
How is it?
How is it
that humans can reconnect to the next one that they're really forgetting right now? How would regular dumb sheeple, lemming humans go to the next stage per se?
Well, you know what? If we don't fight now, you know, if we're not going to have a normal
how are we going to fight,
life,
and
like
what do we need to do to fight before we figure out what we're going to fight against?
We're going to have to fight them, man.
I know, but
what? War.
Okay. What do we need to do to prepare ourselves for a fight?
All right, this is what we're going to have to do. We're going to have camps like out in the desert somewhere and then evacuate cities. I told the FBI this. I said, you're going to have to blow the damn city up and shit. Evacuate all the people. And I didn't tell them about the gas. I think they need to gas them first with poison gas and then blow their asses up.
All right, I got the picture now.
That's what we're going to have to do. And you know what? If we do that, maybe China and Russia would say, hey, man, who the hell they fighting, you know? And we tell them, look, we're fighting these invisible aliens and shit. But see, a lot of these invisible beings, they're freaking aliens. That's just technology they got.
They'll say, fuck, you guys are having a good fucking party. I'll just fucking throw a fucking few nukes at you guys. Fuck it. Just for shits and giggles.
But they could use a hydrogen bomb or something and blow their asses up that way too.
Whatever.
Hydrogen bomb don't have radiation, does it?
You don't think so? Look it up.
No. Someone said, I remember they was thinking about using hydrogen bombs because it won't mess up the buildings or nothing. It just kills everything. I don't know how it does that.
Okay.
I don't know if it just burns them all up.
Yeah, right. It kills other people and leaves the buildings intact. Right on. Sounds like a good plan to me. I want to get hands on one of those bombs. Fuck. Yeah, right.
But you know what? I told the FBI about this, and then they started shooting. They started burning California up after I left. You know. And I'm glad I was out of town because I told the FBI to burn these motherfuckers up. And then all California started burning. It's been burning for 2 years now. And I think they're using their weapons because I saw a laser coming down on a big alien. He must have been 10 foot tall and had a big cone head. And that laser had him pinned down. When I was looking at them fires a year ago.
Did he come out of a spaceship, or did he just like what? How did he appear?
No,
to
he
you?
come out the house.
Wow.
They coming out. They live in the houses, man. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. These fucking invisible aliens, they live inside our homes. You know, they could be. You know what? Marriage is not sacred. You think you getting married in the church? You fucking got to be kidding me.
I know, but that's
that
when he
damn
married
alien
a
can
demon.
fuck your.
That's when
Go ahead and take your wife and fuck your wife every goddamn day.
You get married.
You know?
You get married. You marry the demon.
Yeah, the demons too. A demon can be fucking your wife too.
After that, she's a fucking cunt.
And so y'all think y'all married to these women, and you think your marriage is sacred? No, it's not.
Ground, say let's fucking go.
You know,
I win last month. Come on, you owe me 2. Let's go. Wow.
So you got demons fucking your wife and shit.
I know.
That don't piss y'all off.
I gotta fuck the demons out of her.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That might be where AIDS come from.
No, I tell you one thing, boy. Hey, Neil, she fucked good, man.
You know, that's what I heard. Yeah.
Straight up. I'm telling you, man. It was awesome.
Hey, you know what, bro? But what if AIDS, like all these diseases we getting? Why did the aliens gas the people in Europe like the 1500s or the 1200s? When the Black Plague came, they had stories of something flying in the air, and all at once this dust cloud came over the city and shit, and then they all started getting sick and dying. You know, the Black Plague thing? So they've been doing the human race for a long time. You know?
Hey, listen, man. The Anunnaki came down here and fucked all the monkeys. So they can fucking make the humans. Come on, fucking straight up. The fucking gold. For fuck's sake. It's right in the Sanskrits, man. It's right in the book. Look at it, man. Look at the freaking damn, forget about the Hopi. Look at the South Americans, you know, the Aztec, the Mayans, man. You know, they got all this shit recorded. All these giants, the giants, we call them Anunnaki now, came down there and fucked our women, and then we made superhuman. That's a missing link, man. We went from an ape to freaking...
No, we died with the dinosaurs, bruh. I got evidence. I got dinosaur bones, mud turning to stone, their feces turning to stone. And if you look all around in Arizona, you see all these dead giants on top of these mountains.
Well, the Anunnaki fucking guys that couldn't escape.
So the Anunnaki didn't create human beings. That's a bunch of bullshit. Because I see giant humans and small humans, they were turned into stone when they destroyed the earth. I found the evidence. Highway 8 and Highway 10, all the way from California, all the way to Texas, in the desert. You see these dead human beings laying everywhere. And there's a bunch of them, too. And they're gigantic, man. They're big.
Well, I don't care. The Anunnaki still fuck the monkeys, and that's got humans. Whatever.
Come on, Neil. We got some more.
What?
Keep going.
Oh, but, you know, I got the evidence, man. I just, the thing is, they got to play. It's really freaky, bro. If you go over there, it's really freaky over there northeast Arizona. They got these little cone things, look like little pyramids, a bunch of them. And I didn't even sleep there that night, dude. How you know there's not little spiritual beings or little gremlins, you know, these little bitty people? They got these little bitty people, too. So when I see them little cones all in that desert area...
It is that they are there. That's a difference.
Huh?
Because humans can't see that shit. People like me, we can see that shit, right? It's not if they're there.
Yeah, I can see it.
I know. I can see
but
that
I didn't
shit.
want to stay there that night because I was afraid of them motherfuckers. I knew something was living in there. I tell you what, if I take a team and film that shit, whoever's filming it, you're going to get the heebie-jeebies. You're going to get a weird feeling when you go there, man, because I did.
You know what I do is heebie-jeebies? I pick and flick. I pick and flick that shit. Negative energies are these golems. These golems or trolls or whatevers. Fuck that shit, man. I have no time for that. I got no time for that. I only got fucking so many years to live, man, on this. You know? Fuck that.
I tell you what, I bet you won't sleep out there. I will film it. It'd be like something like the Blair Witch. They might take your ass on. They'd probably take you on the ground, dude.
Yeah. I haven't had one done. All right, and they've tried many times. Sir, I know these energies very well.
Yeah, I don't like them grabbing on my leg and shit when I'm in my car, you know, because that's when I blow their asses up. They put hooks in you, dude. They take a hook and they put it in your flesh,
man.
And they can
pull
your ass out.
Having your back, man. You have nobody having your back. See, that's your problem. got your back from the other side. That's where you fail. Saying, I don't need that shit. Where I go, I don't need it. I can face it, man. That's hard. Right?
I found they got a plate. If they got a ley line from all the way from let's see, Mount Shasta, and then it goes through Arizona and stuff like flat, Sedona, and it goes all the way to Georgia Guidestones and stuff. If I could take you to a place in Georgia, it would freak you out when we get there. You would freak out. But I can't tell you what's there. But it's got like a vortex, but it's more than a vortex. There's a different dimension over there. I mean, you could really feel it. You could sense it and everything, man. It's really weird.
I'm sure it is. It's cool. I've been to many places like this that you described, and it is cool.
Yeah. Well, that place didn't scare me as much as the other place. When I seen them little, because you go in it's a forest in Georgia,
You know what?
And they got some weird stuff.
You know what? I gotta ask you a question. What do you fear in your life?
Yeah.
What is it? Fear.
I don't know. They killed me so many times. It really doesn't matter. I'm not scared of death no more.
What is it though that you fear in your life?
Oh God.
What is it? What is it within your life that you wake up and you might have doubt? See, because doubt, fear is, born from doubt. What is it?
Well,
do you
I'm
doubt
actually
fear? Do you doubt?
I know I can't. Maybe I might not be able to save myself because I am the host of the Holy Sepulchre. I mean, the Holy Sepulchre follows me everywhere I go. That's why they're attacking me so much because I'm fighting back.
Oh, is it those dudes that you fear? Is it those dudes that you fear? What you're saying to me? I'm asking you a question, straight up. What is it that you fear? These people that are after your power?
Yeah, I'm not really. When you start to fight and you become numb and you see what's going on, the only place I didn't like when I was fearing, like I told you, that little it looked like a bunch of ant piles over there. I didn't like that place at all. I had a feeling.
What was it that brought you away from that and turning? What was it that you feared within yourself that you didn't proceed further? I do study, like, research with people. What is it that you feared?
Oh God. Go ahead, Neil.
But it's like fear itself. I guess.
Yeah, what was it you feared?
The thing is, when you see dead people all over the place, dead humans and the aliens, the demons have got control of the planet. My fear is that the human race is not going to listen to me because imagine if it's.
Oh my God!
It's like 99% of human race, they're blind. They can't see the same things I see. There's only 1% of us that can see these things.
Here. The fucking question.
Shit.
What is it that you feared that disabled you to pursue further into the situation that you found yourself in? Can I say it even more simpler?
You talking about when I seen them little things over there?
Yeah. Why'd you run?
I just left. I had a bad feeling about that spot, and I didn't want to hang around there,
So when you felt that bad feeling at that moment and you turned and left, what was it within yourself that you felt that you couldn't go further with that? Were you lacking something? Like this is very important. Like curiosity kills a cat, right? And if I seen that kind of weird shit, I'd be right in there, man. I'd be right in there.
Well, I was gonna sleep. I actually was gonna sleep there that night, just to camp out to see what I could see at night. But I decided not to. You know, it's like a choice.
Yeah.
I wanted to go do something else.
And you missed out, sir. You missed out.
I agree.
Whatever. To each their own. But yeah. See, you know what? The one thing that I can't live by with myself is not experiencing something that I had the opportunity to experience.
Agreed.
Fear. Right.
Yeah.
And I jump into it.
Yeah.
Otherwise I just look at it in
Well,
the
I thought
subjective
about
manner.
I got to get a good group of people and go out there and film it and do like a documentary.
Do it.
Please do.
But I got to get a team to do it.
Get it together.
Yeah.
And I like to go like Mount Shasta. I like to go to Sedona. And I like to go to that place where the dinosaur, you know, the petrified forest is right there. All the dead dinosaurs are laying. You can see them. The half of their body is cast in the mud and stone, and the other half you can see bones, you know. So
do it.
I love to go there, and I want to go to that other place in Georgia. Highway 27 goes to Rome. And I tell you
what I do when I can't get to a place and I can't afford it or whatever? I just remote view. I just go to sleep. I astral travel all the time. I haven't mentioned this to you, sir, but I do. Out of body experience, no problem. Remote view, no problem. You know, extra dimensional travel, no problem. Remote view. You don't have. You don't have to.
You better make sure you got a weapon, bro.
I got weapons, bro. I got many. You know, many that you'd love to have. You got to learn that shit.
Yeah.
Man. So whatever you want, man. Yeah, if you want to take a train, plane, automobile, then that's fine. That's probably your best. Because you both be most good. You want to astral or whatever like that, dealing with that, those kind of energies. Yeah, you better make sure you got everything.
Oh, you know what I like to do? Ride on a train and see what kind of energy you get.
Oh yeah, I just came off one a few. That's when I went to see a guy named Joe. I don't know.
Go ahead.
Your voice is breaking up sometimes.
Yeah, sorry about that. Go ahead.
Well, I can't hear him too good. The thing is about railroad tracks, they have a weird phenomenon. And if you get where a ley line is, like a ley line where there's a lot of energy at, and go around the railroad tracks, you could sense stuff around the railroad tracks. You might even see something you never saw before.
What do you call that? The CERN, the Hadron Collider? What do you think of that? That's a big fucking railway track for fucking atoms.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking railway track. That's it.
You know what? I would never go around that thing.
Black hole right the fuck here. Two railway tracks. Nice. Ley line, sure. All right, Neil. Oh, freshness do you have?
Hey, I need to take you to a place, that scary place, and see how you react.
All right. Oh, yeah, no problem, because I've been to many. I've been to many, sir. And they don't come around.
I think it's worse. I think it's, I don't know if it's like the Blair Witch. You know how the Blair Witch movie is?
I know how to deal. I know how to deal with negative energy, spirit, ghost, fucking. It doesn't matter who the fuck you are. I know how to deal with these energies.
Well, hey, let's do a film thing together and see what happens.
Some guys to do.
hey, you might catch a lot of stuff. I know some places to go too, and you could get it on film.
Private.
One time when I went to that Georgia place, the wind started following me. It was early in the morning, no wind. I mean, the water was like, the lake was like no ripples. And someone said something about the four winds was going to be with me or something. And when it started blowing, I said, wow, man, this must be the four winds or something, And I talked to that fisherman dude, and I asked him about, if he had caught some fish and stuff, and he looked at me and he says, hey, man, you know what? When you walk, the wind wasn't blowing this morning until you walked through them woods. He saw the wind. Now, I don't know how that might... Oh, I think I saw that before. Like, the wind was blowing up Mount Shasta like that, probably. That's probably what he saw. But that was freaky, man. I mean, the wind just started blowing. It was blowing hard. It wasn't just blowing a little bit. I mean, it was like following me.
Neil,
all
you're
around that
still
lake.
young. You're still young. You have to learn these things. You'll learn the language of nature. Eventually, you will. Might be overwhelmed a little bit, which I'm getting from you, but you have to really pick up, learn. You got to be still. Stillness is very, very important. Winds or whatnot, nature or birds or whatnot, totems or whatever comes around, you got to just think about what you just thought about, because that's universe expressing. That's the language, universe language that doesn't have words. Some people pick up words, whatever like that. They channel.
Yeah, but they got some bad guys that live around there. They know about this place, and they're like they garden it. And someone showed up like a couple of days after that happened, and it was a bad person, and he told me what happened when I ran into his family. And but I left there you know what I did? I left my damn tent, and I left my canoe, my kayak at the fucking state park.
Yeah.
I didn't, I wanted to fool the people that was
You've never
camping by me.
actually cleared a house. You never cleared a house, have you? Like cleared a house of negative spirit, like negative energy? Cleared a property?
No, I haven't yet.
All right. Okay.
No, I haven't did that yet.
Yeah, do some research.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's all, man. I'm not going to say more because, I can mention a lot. And yeah, I think you really need to do that, sir.
Well, I need to find me someone that's possessed, and I will help you do the exorcism.
Okay. Yeah, all right. You'll be my number one on the list.
Yep.
I tell you what, when I go in there, them damn spirits are gonna run out of that damn house, boy. I'm telling you.
Okay, right on. They're gonna jump right all over you, man, like a fucking Catholic boy. I'm telling you. I see these things all the time, man.
Well, hey, in 2012, I was in Utah, and I thought the world was in, and I thought the good aliens were coming because I saw these this big skyscraper. It was like the 6th floor. They were running around like something was attacking them, and they all was identical. They were the aliens, the reptilians. They all had black suits on, and they looked identical, and they were running around like somebody was beating the shit out of them.
Right.
So if the Holy Sepulchre could beat some fucking dumbass fucking reptilian motherfuckers, don't you know when I come, them motherfuckers gonna run, bruh. If they don't run, you watch what's gonna happen. And I tell you what, if any girl's possessed, I will beat the crap out of that darn devil.
You know what? I tried to fuck my ex-wife so fucking bad, so hard. I couldn't get the devil out of her. and she fucking had the cops fucking arrest me and fucking had me beat up, thrown in jail, and for fucking oh, straight up fucking serious. So yeah, but she was good fun.
I'm sorry.
Try to use firecrackers next time.
No, she was a gymnast, man. Oh yeah, the splits anywhere, man. Any position, man. It was awesome. It's good. You're bringing back memories. It's Christmas, right?
Technically. Yeah, we
Still
got
Christmas.
15 more minutes
no,
of Christmas. 15 more minutes of Christmas.
Fuck whatever it is.
You know what Christmas is? I'm gonna tell you what it really is. It's
What
like
is
the
it?
pickle and the cucumber. It's April Fool's Day. That's what Christmas is.
No, that's April 1st.
You know,
April Fools. It's like, oh yeah, Catholics fooled you. Ha ha. Jesus was born on the 20th.
yeah. You got that, huh?
We'll piggyback off.
Wow.
Okay.
You know the funny thing is, when I see them talking on the YouTube, you know, like the Pope and all, I can read their mind. It's like they got all these people they control their minds. I mean, it's really sick. It's
stupid.
It's really sick, man.
I don't fucking listen. No. Oh man, especially the Christians, they steal everything.
Well,
you know,
here I was thinking that April Fool's was on, April 1st, but here I stand corrected. Apparently, it's on Christmas.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Obviously not.
It's like, they lied to y'all about Santa Claus when you was a kid, okay? Then they lied to you about the church stuff when you're a kid too. And then when you grow up, you find out they lied to us all the damn days of our lives.
You know what?
You know?
The fucking meme of fucking Santa Claus fucking Jesus Christ up the ass.
I agree.
Fuck. 2 years old. I can say this shit now. You said I could say the F word, so there.
You can. Because you're always redeemable.
Jesus. That's what the fucking plan is. Fuck's sake. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry.
I'm just a little
Go ahead.
The aliens are part of the religious bull junk. You don't understand.
God.
The aliens, they
I
want
guess
y'all
not,
to be
do we?
brainwashed.
Right.
They're part of the whole Catholic Church.
What?
Hey, what do you think? Fuck the Illuminati, the powers that be, the Illuminati, the Masons, Freemasons, or whatever the one you call them. Yeah, where do you think they fucking came from? You know, where do you think all this shit came from? How do you think they fucking built these monuments in fucking South America, Machu Picchu, all the rest of that shit? You want me to go on and on and on and on with this shit? Everybody, there are no aliens in this universe. Fuck off. Are you really serious?
Yeah, no, the government, the rest of the world knows about aliens, and our U.S. government is the only ones saying that aliens don't exist. I mean, this is the biggest joke, you know? And the Catholic Church said if aliens come, they're going to baptize them in the name of the Holy Spirit. I laughed my butt off when they said that. They're going to slap you around, man.
That's why I don't do two things. Two things I do not do. I do not involve myself with religion, and I do not, because of the sense of me, and I do not involve myself with politics, government. Really, it does.
Well, they got us all surrounded, dude. Don't you know that? Every goddamn person on this damn earth is either religious or in freaking politics. So they got us surrounded, bro. You can't get away from it.
Hey, you know how I can?
Damn.
I vote. Whatever happens, happens. And I'm not religious, so I don't have to follow nobody.
That's good. I think the same way. I don't follow. I'm not Democrat. I'm not Republican. I'm not religious. So I don't, I'm just here to teach people how to see and tell them the truth. And then that's all I could do.
That's it. I follow the rules. I follow the rules of the land, the laws of the land. I listen to a judge if called upon. He's going to tell me where to go. Other than that, keep your nose clean and fuck religion and fuck government. I give a fuck.
I agree.
Whatever, man.
I agree, man. Hey, where you live?
Toronto, near Toronto.
I know, Toronto?
Well,
Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
I live at the North
Canada.
Pole. What?
You in Arizona, ain't you? Hey, Gigi, aren't you in Arizona?
No, I'm in Oceanside, California. By the way, anybody that was in the chat room, my program stopped receiving your messages about like 45 minutes ago, so I'm not ignoring your chat. I just can't see it. Anyway, back to you. Go ahead.
Refresh, Gigi. I'm watching your chat room. I just posted something 2 minutes ago. It's in there.
Yeah, the last chat I saw was from like 45 minutes ago. That's just
that's old news.
Default on my computer.
Queen laughed. Queen said,
let's
show.
Get back to Neil.
You guys are quite interesting. Fun show.
Yeah. Oh,
I
think
I got some purple glasses.
Yeah, I think Queen proposed to me at some point, and I accept. Other than that, yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen the
I want
chat.
to be your best man. I haven't been in a wedding in a while, man.
All right, well, you are officially my best man for this wedding that's not happening.
Okay, well, yeah, whatever woman you might marry sometime or whatever.
All right, it's official. You're my best man, even though I don't know you at all. You're definitely my best man. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'll pass the beers.
He might be a shapeshifter. He might be your best alien. Hey, he could be an alien, man.
I am many.
Yeah, but I
things.
I really do apologize to the chat room. The chat room stopped working about 45 minutes ago, so any messages I have not been able to see. I'm sorry about that, but I'm pretty sure that this conversation is more than enough entertainment to compensate for me not being in the chat room. So with that said, let's get right back to Dennis and Neil here. There you go.
Yeah, so what do you want now?
Darren, I wish you was coming to the party in Hollywood, man.
I am. What do you do? I'm going to be there tomorrow. What are you talking about?
Oh. You want to meet before we go? You want to have dinner?
No, we're going to have dinner at the party.
Oh, man, you don't ask
at the party.
For dinner, man. You ask them out for beers and an appetizer, man.
No, I'm talking about I'm going to go early, though. I'm going to get there before dark. And I'm going to have dinner before it gets busy, because if it's really busy, I don't like waiting for my food. I get fucking pissed off.
Well, I
You know?
I have the exact opposite plan, which is, I'm going to be there all night until about 12 o'clock, and then I'm going to skip down the street to the Comedy Store. I'm going to go see some stand-up comedy until 2 in the morning. And if you want to tag along with me for that, then, yeah, you're more than welcome. But I'm not going to show up there no sooner than like 6 or 7.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to show there early. That way I could see who's coming in, and I could eat my food, because I'm gonna try to see if I could pick out any FBI agents or CIA. And
honestly, I think this is going to be the one event where nobody's going to give a shit, and it's just going to be us hanging out. Yeah, I don't think there's. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
Fucking like two-day-old fucking egg salad sandwiches or something. Like
well,
fucking-
there will be
Well-
that too. Yeah, but
They might show up because I'm there. You know,
well, I don't know.
because the FBI know
We'll see.
they know who I
Eric
am.
Man's
I
gonna be there,
guess
no?
we'll see when you get there, right?
Eric.
Because
Eric,
one time I called the FBI and I said I was going to blow up the moon.
Yeah, is Eric the Awakening Man going to be there?
Yes, he.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't. Well, I already. Yeah.
Go ahead. You already said it. Fuck,
Yeah, I already said it. Yeah, he's going to be there.
he's going to be there, and you're going to have a sit down with Mike Barra, right?
Mike actually might. He's supposed to be there, but from what I heard, he might not be there.
Okay. Mike is one of my buddies on Facebook. We talk, we chat, Mike and I.
Yeah. He might be there. I mean, I'd be kind of surprised if he wasn't. I don't
He
know.
doesn't have time for that.
What?
You don't got time for that little shit.
Yeah,
Hey,
don't
Eric's a
don't
good
listen to me.
interviewer.
Don't listen to me. I don't.
Eric,
I don't
Eric's
know
a
anything.
really good interviewer, though, man. He makes you go back and tell you, because he kind of like knows there's more. So he actually makes you go back for what you said, talked about, you know?
I challenge Eric on a fucking interview with any dude, anytime.
I would encourage that actually, because he is. Well, let's put it this way: he's very good at tracking down people that nobody in the fucking world would ever be able to track
He might
down,
be good at that.
and
Okay,
he's able to track them down. But that's kind of where, that's
Stop.
not to say that his interviewing is top notch. He's just
No.
he's got a real talent for finding these people that you would never you would never be able to find otherwise, and somehow he finds them, and that's
Now,
why
He's like I told him the other day, he's like Morpheus, and I'm the Neo guy.
And honestly, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He specifically told me the other day.
I'm the Oracle. That's what I am, because I pick the shit out of you. I am the information picker grabber out of your brain.
Well, that's the thing, is that Eric really, he genuinely does not want to be the interviewer. He just wants to make connections. He doesn't want to do shows. He doesn't want to be on the radio. That's not his thing. But he is very talented at tracking down people that you would never be able to talk to otherwise, if that makes sense.
I understand.
Right? Yeah.
I agree.
So with that said, he is going to be there tomorrow, as far as I know. I just talked to him earlier today. He's, but yeah. So
you know what? I love interviewing. I love interviewing like authors and artists and stuff like that. And alternate when they think that they're gonna promote a book or something or whatever. But they'll turn it and then show about their life and how they got to where they are now.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you something. They got a lot of false prophets out there.
Oh no, but it's beautiful.
I've been watching them on the internet.
But this is showing
and
the real
false psychics. Some of these people that say they're psychic and they're trying to do like a reading with cards and shit like that, they're full of shit. A lot of them, man. They do it. They doing
readers.
They doing this stuff for money. Okay, that's all they're interested in. To make money. They're actually just like the Catholic Church.
Okay. They call me a psychic. A lot of people call me psychic, whatever. And I've gone into shows and them not knowing that I am what people call me, right? I'll do a reading with them, and I'll call them out. I say, you're in so many words, you're fucking full of shit. Because, and these guys are making like $40-$50 for half an hour. What that fuck? Whatever, man. Yeah, I know that fucking game
Isn't that
too.
sick?
That fucking bullshit. It fucking pisses me off.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, hold on real quick. I just wanted to say my the last 45 minutes of the chat room I have not been able to see, so I apologize for anybody that's been, chatting there. It's quite literally not my fault because Spreaker sucks a lot, and that's, nothing I can do about that. I do realize you guys have been chatting for the last hour, so sorry about that. But
sorry, I'm sorry.
Hey, you know what I'm gonna do though?
Back to you two.
When I go to the party, I'm gonna do a reading. I'm gonna do some reading on people. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna turn on my psychic powers, and I'm gonna see what's happening.
I'd like to hear what you have to say on me. This will be good. No problem, man.
Yeah,
I'm here.
Well, we've got 18 minutes, so go ahead.
Thank you, man. No problem. Oh yeah. Once people find out my background, they kind of like, I got a headache.
All right, go ahead.
I figured out. You know how you fix people's headaches?
No,
a lot of these people that got headaches, the spirit world is doing it to you.
I know. Learn them. Sorry. I didn't mean to. Yeah. Learn them. Yes.
Because what they're doing is they're attacking people's brains, and a lot of times when people got headaches, it's actually attacking. And I know how to get rid of them. You just look in the mirror and you throw them out your head. They get inside your head, and you aim at your forehead, and you sweep them out. And that's how you stop the headache. Try it. Find somebody that got a headache. I could help them out. I throw all them demons out of their head. I might pull their head off. Don't do it.
Everybody has
yeah. But a lot of pain, like when you're walking and your thighs are hurting and you just started walking, some of these spirits, they grab on the back of your leg and they start sucking on the back of your leg and stuff. Because a lot of the energy is down there in your legs,
No, okay.
Right.
Because a lot of times I have to grab my leg and throw them off, and then my leg don't hurt no more,
Yeah.
But what they do is, see, when I rode my motorbike and did the research, my energy was like way up. I was like a 13-volt battery, bruh. I mean, but the people on Earth, they suck your energy so much where everybody's running like 2 volts.
Yeah, man.
Instead of 12 volts.
See that kind of energy, right? You're burning it. See, this is the way I see it, right? You always got to be burning that freaking damn stupid energy, so you don't, so they don't catch up the neg energies, right? So like when they freaking damn clamp onto you or whatever like that, onto your freaking damn stupid leg. Oh, I get a lot around my neck and my shoulders, man. My back. They just jump on my fucking back.
Yeah, they do that too. Sometimes I gotta take a stick and I had that happen to me too. They get around your neck and shit and your back, yeah.
So, it takes a lot of, you gotta make sure you're grounded, focused, centered, balanced, and all that shit. Because once they start getting on you like that, throws your fucking balance off, man. You get all fucked up.
Yeah, I know they do. Yeah.
Come on.
Because sometimes I go to the bank and the bank dude, like one time he just started saying something, and I said it didn't even have nothing pertain with the with the business of banking, and I said, "Do you know what you just said?" And I told him what he said.
Right there.
And he didn't even know that he said that.
Yeah, I know.
That's how bad they're sucking on us, man. I mean, sometimes people say something.
Say evil.
and they don't even know what they're saying, or they don't even remember.
Yeah, because it becomes zombified. They become because that's the way neg energy. That's the way shapeshifters fucking work. They'll fucking flip in and flip out of people, right? Just like a walk-in, right? Like angels, or whatever, like a walk-in to a person. They'll take a person's soul or whatever, and they'll walk in from another dimension, whatever. But yeah, same with the negative energy. They try the same fucking thing.
Right?
Yeah.
No.
And the thing is, feeling is, I think, is number 9 or number 8 or whatever of the senses, because you got hearing, you got the sight, you got the feeling. Because what happens is they start sucking on us when we're little babies. So when you grow up to be older, you don't feel it no more. You lose that sense, from them sucking on you. And that's the problem. No one feels it.
Yeah.
When I woke up and I started building my energy up and everything,
ego into your fucking brain. Fucking constructs.
I can feel them.
And constructs in your fucking brain. That's why people and lemmings are born. Except for the ones that are, quote unquote awakened.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, get together. Put a fucking big strap and fucking rubber band around your head and fucking snap out of it, for fuck's sake. But JP, you're being very rude. JP, you're being very rude. JP, I don't want to hear your fucking mouth slapping at your fucking. Hey, you little fuck.
All right.
Is someone eating something? What is that noise?
He's eating his fucking crunchy nuts or something. I have no what the fuck he's doing.
Me neither.
Sound like he's eating corn chips or something.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Very sorry about that. It was my Chex Mix.
I'm sure it was.
Wow. Yep. Yeah, probably. All right.
So you think
Gigi made me do it.
You think they
sorry.
taste like
Yeah,
cheese?
sorry about that. Yeah. I told him to do it. Sorry about that. But no, we got to wrap this up. So, does anybody have any plugs
nice talking with you.
Anything?
Nice talking with you, Gigi.
As always, Neil.
And
Anybody
happy
else?
April Fool's Day.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And happy whatever this day is, and and apparently it's going to be the new year. That's it's supposed to be January 1st. That's posted from the. So enjoy your holidays, I guess you call them that.
Yeah, I guess. So, does anybody have anything they want to promote, or any websites, any social media, anything before I close this?
Well, I got to promote people, the Open Eye Project, where people start learning how to see with your third eye. I have some stuff there's like 5 or 10 different things to exercise your third eye, to awaken it. So you could be taught how to see these things. It's just no one's out there teaching them like I am.
All right.
It's like
so. So what's your website?
Well, I don't have a website yet. I just got on Twitter.
Okay.
And
what's your?
I've been doing Facebook.
All right, so let's hear your Twitter handle and your Facebook page. Let them have it.
Well, it's my name, Neil Robichaux.
No, I mean your Twitter handle. Like, where can they follow you on Twitter?
It's in my name.
All right, well there you have it, folks. It's in his name.
I don't have a fake name or nothing like that. So
Hello, Neil. How do you spell your last name?
Sounds
How do you
good.
spell your last name?
Neil. Just let it go, Dennis. Just let it
Roby
go.
Joe.
Dennis, what about you?
Roby
Do you have
Joe.
any sort of
Nothing.
Facebook?
I have nothing. I
Nothing.
like it that way. Nothing.
So nobody on this show has anything that they want to promote.
I have nothing. I know lots of people, but no.
Wow, that is a first. If you guys want to hang out for a few minutes after the show, feel free to hang out. I'm going to mute you right now, and I'm going to go ahead and outro this. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the B-Sides and Rarities episode of... Whoops, wrong button. There we go. This has been a B-Sides and Rarities episode for Shift Happens. This show has been hosted and produced by yours truly, Gigi, and also me. Associate producer is also me. Everything else is also me. This whole show was produced by me. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in, and a very merry, holly jolly, happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas to you. And we will see you this Friday for a very special end of the year episode of Shift Happens. And with that said, folks, I'm going to boogie on out of here. We'll see you on Friday. Cheers, folks.